Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. And it's Wednesday. So, you know what's happening? We have an incredible show. Now, what's really exciting about this one, and I didn't get a chance to tell you about this over the weekend, but oh my goodness, if you know a gem collector, I know you all are, but if you know a gem collector or a jewelry lover, they probably need to be here in the next hour or so because we have a very, very special debut today. It's actually a continuation of our What's New Wednesday, but really the premiere edition, because this is something, I know we've kind of taken a week off from the What's New Wednesday, 1 or 2 weeks. We have had some very, very special premieres. We've shown you pieces over the last few months that have been gemstones that previously we'd never seen before. Well, today really tops them all, because today I'm going to feature not only a gemstone that's new to us, a style of gem we've never seen before, a piece that up until June 1st, I had never witnessed or seen or known about ever in my career. I am so excited, and I am proud to say that we have procured all 7 pieces. I'm talking about the world's collection, the world's supply. Everything that's available, we got. And this is really something that I'll tell you, it all went down at the big JCK show in Las Vegas. And we just put the finishing touches on the finished pieces of jewelry for you so that they're all ready to debut, yes, today, in about an hour. We have 7 pieces in total, as I mentioned. 5 of those are going to be ladies' rings. The last 2 are pendants. So we have got something very, very special. Go ahead and place your bets as to what it might be. But I can tell you this, we've never seen it before on this show. I've never presented it in 26 years of doing this daily. So it's really an exciting time. And maybe out of all the great collectibles I've been able to bring you over the last several months, from red barrels to Smithsonite, to every other exotic I've had, let me tell you something, this is the most rare of them all. So very excited to not only make it available to you, but also put it on sale as only we can do. So that's going to be coming up today in about an hour. We'll kick those 7 pieces off and they will just fly on out of here. Again, rings and pendants, 5 rings, 2 pendants. Get ready. Tell a gemstone collector too, this is the place to be, because if nothing else, listen, not everyone's going to get one. There's only 7 pieces, but if nothing else, it's really amazing to see, witness, and just observe the beauty of this stone that's coming up and its rarity. So we'll have that on the way. Plus, there's a classic yellow diamond here. It is a solitaire. We rarely do solitaires. We usually do a little bit more frilly, a little more over the top, sometimes even bridge mountings and whatnot. But today we're going to bring you a beautiful design in a solitaire in a yellow diamond. This diamond's still over a carat, and so we're going to have that for you. We even have gold. Just plain solid gold. It's more for the gentlemen or for my ladies who like a really long chain, but let me just show you. It's our curve link and it's solid gold, and you know this one. Every time I have gold made in Italy and solid gold pieces, they're the ones that go so quickly. That's the clasp, and there it is. So 22 inches in a curve link. If you're interested in that one, let me know. Also, we have an incredible moonstone for you, a tanzanite that's limited. It's an emerald cut, amazing colors. And I do have a museum masterpiece to show you as well today that's only been on the air once. I actually really loved the value when we first brought it to the show. It's been on one time on the air. I loved that it was only $30,000. We're actually going to bring it much lower for you today. So museum masterpiece on the way, as well as my own entire collection of museum masterpieces that we're going to share with all of you, plus some great affordable diamond pieces and so much more, and brand new, and whatever it is you want to request. So let's take a look at how we start our show with a really special, guess what this is. This is something you do not see all the time. This is very important, and of course I toppled it down just in my effort to show you face up, because that is a rarity in a gem and in a cut. It's 113-1474 to get us started on a Wednesday, and a 1 only. Remember, there are a ton of 1 onlys here, so that's really crucial. Please let me know if you see something you like. Always benefits you to dial in early. This is 1474. It's going to be our Carat 09 Princess cut in an Imperial Topaz. I know, it looks like a Padbaracha. It's the perfect blend of pink and orange together. 50-50 blend, and I don't mean 50-50 split. I mean this beautiful blend of the 2 colors together in our My Spino unheated, untreated, rarest of the topaz. 7 points in the baguettes, 8 points in the round brilliance as well, in that bail and all the way in the halo. So bail, halo, all done in diamonds, and it is going to be 1 only. Stays in the yellow gold. We'll show you the finishing as well. So it is 14 karat yellow. You can see that great design. There's that stamp, that hallmark in the back, and look at the kind of, I love this princess cut. It's so rare to see a princess cut in anything, quite frankly. We're really lucky if we just see one in a diamond, but look at this. Really special in that color and exotic rare gem. Here's what it looks like. Nice big bail too, by the way. A little bit larger than we would normally see on a pendant of this size, so I really appreciate that. If you got a little larger chain or most likely a diamonds by the yard. This one's going to be a good one for you because you got plenty of room in that bail. Here's your length, and we'll show it on the neckline, but that's going to be a 3/4 inch drop, top to bottom. I think this one may already be spoken for. Good thing I got a value. Yes. Of course, that's coming up. Always like to measure it first and then show it on the neckline as promised. But there it is from a distance away. Obviously, it's going to depend on what chain you put it on. Where is it going to sit? That just depends. Do you want it 16, 17, or 18? Totally up to you. But let's make it really affordable. Oh, that's such a pretty piece. There's something so exotic about a princess cut. Loving this one. Back up close it is. And you know what? We'll make this better than even $19.99. That's my set to go price. We have 2 people already talking about it, so way to go. I think we've got our experts, our veterans who know it's important to dial in early. And there's even imperial that would go nicely with it in a ring if you want to see that. But let's make this a little bit better than even $1,500. Go a lot lower. Again, this is not going to be that big oversized piece. Not everyone's looking for that. Sometimes we would like something really wearable, you know, every single day. I think a lot of us are looking for that, so we're investing wisely into jewelry we know we're going to wear a lot of, and that's really that style, meant for every single day wear. Loving this one, and I am blocking some of the diamonds, so forgive me, but they're there. So again, there are 3 baguettes along each side, so 12 in total, and then the corners are where you get 2 rounds per corner. So just know that where the tweezers are, that's also going to be the baguettes as you see there. It's just not the best angle to see the stone. So here we go. Let's make it $999. First caller on that one, and then that will be on its way. And Risa, I'm so glad Risa got her Tahitian pearl strand today. She said it's lovely. That's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much. And hey, special shout out to Kirsten. And those are our friends joining us so far. Wonderful. Nice to have you with us. All right. At least on one of our avenues. It's like, yeah, there's only, I don't know who's on, you know, some of the social streams, and I don't know who's on TV, but I do know who's watching and hanging out with us on YouTube. So nice to have you guys. Let's move on to our really special earring deal. I've also got something, you know, we're getting geared up here. We've got about, what, 3 weeks, or is it 2 weeks now? Wait a minute. Uh-oh, I don't know. I've lost track of my dates. That happens, you know. It's 2 weeks till, 2 weeks and a couple of days until we celebrate the big 4th of July, which is going to be the biggest of our lifetime, I think it's safe to say. I brought out something that feels very patriotic, that obviously would not need to be just for the 4th. You could wear it all the time, but it's 2 really beautiful and classic stones, and I wanted to make sure that we have this. Well, it's going to get out to you tomorrow, so it's not going to be a problem. You're going to have it weeks in advance, but start wearing this now, and it's 2 ways to wear it, really 3 or 4, because you can choose to wear this east or west, like I've got it now, or north to south, and you can go south to north, north to south, east to west, west to east. That's because you have bails on either side, so really makes it easy. 112-9205 is a one only, and you know, our patriotic pieces are pretty much sold out as far as the flags that we brought, the eagles, the flags that we had years and years and years ago. So really, this is what I wanted to find. If there was anything at all we could bring you with this 88-point blue sapphire and then the 85-point ruby, thought this was a good way to go. And you've got two-tone gold to go with your two-tone corundums as well. We can call it that. These are all part of the same family of gems. Corundum houses both the rubies and the sapphires of the world. So that overall overarching gemstone family. But then you see there how beautiful it's done, and almost like it looks a little bit, you know, and I think that for me, as someone who is patriotic, I'm probably still with as patriotic as I am, and as much as I really want to show support for the red, white, and blue, I'm not going to wear a flag pin every day. I mean, I'm not the president of the United States. I mean, that's great for, like, you know, politicians and things like that. Although, you know, LA mayor, I hear that's up for grabs. California governor, I mean, that's up for grabs. I could. Maybe that's my next career move. I've thought seriously about it. So, but anyway, I don't think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I got the politician gene in me, but here we are with a very special look that I think is good because it still gives patriotic vibes without being overly so that it doesn't feel like it's just for Veterans Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Flag Day, and all the rest. I think it's really just an easy to wear, almost looks like a figure 8, but a little more elongated. You see there, it's 1.25 inches. Actually, is it 1.5 inches? Yeah, it's more like 1 3/8 inches, so really it's somewhere between 1.25 inches and 1.5 inches. And then let us know who's got that imperial, because that one should go. And then let's take a look at this on. But as I was saying, what's great about this one is you could actually wear it north to south or east to west. So you have bales on each side. So you choose whether you want the sapphire on top or the ruby on top. You're also choosing if you want to go east-west and create more of a station style pendant, you can do that as well. And that's a great look. So you're changing up. One piece is going to give you at least 4 looks. And you also have the choice of, do you want to wear it with a yellow gold or a white gold chain? That I think is nice. You don't need to go out and buy a separate chain to match it. Or if you've got some diamonds by the yard, perhaps that would work well with it too. But this is going to be a huge moment for our lovers of great gems paired up together. We're going to make this one $9.99 as well. And then let me know who's got that imperial topaz pendant, or if that one's still hanging out with us, that gorgeous princess cut that was so lovely to have. And then we also have an imperial topaz in a ring that's heavily discounted for you. But again, and only a couple of you are going to get that big top of the hour. We have a world premiere today. It's a world premiere. It's been a while since they've had a world premiere. It is a world premiere coming up. I don't know how many of you were with me in 2017. It was March of 2017 when I did my last world premiere of a gem, and it was actually a world premiere on Color Change Sphene, and you know we've brought it ever since. Periodically, there have been long hiatus and droughts where it wasn't here, but then we would bring, every time we'd get a couple of stones, we'd make them up for you, and it's obviously a huge hit. We're gonna bring you a world premiere today as well, so that's exciting, and only 7 pieces, and they are extremely, every one of them's museum level. I feel like a whole segment of our show today is going to be museum masterpiece must-goes, including our brand new. So that's one only at $9.99. Again, wear it east to west, west to east, because again, you could wear it like that or like this. I'll just flip it around. Then it's got great finishing on the inside, so you can see it's going to be comfortable up against the neckline for you as well. But that great ruby and sapphire, and again, it'll be out to you in the next couple of days. So you've got all this lead up to wear it, getting ready for the big 250 celebration, and of course, 4th of July weekend. All right, so which we will be here on the Friday that is the observed holiday, and then we'll see you guys on Saturday morning as well. So here we are with what's next is a kunzite. Let's take a look at this ring. Bright, beautiful, saturated color. That's a good one there. Some serious purples and pinks and some light blues as well. Love to see that because it's also that really, really special material that we don't see all the time in a smaller size like this. We actually have more frequently, I would say far more frequently, we see the stones that are quite a bit larger, like the 10 and the 20 and the 30 carats, more than we see something like this, which is 113-1267, and that's going to be our 2 carat 34. Still a good size, but of course you're getting that great diamond weight down the sides. It's a 234 pair. It also has 14 points in diamonds in either direction. So give us a quick call if you'd like this one, that classic style. I see there's a little something, a little fuzzy-wuzzy from our bucks and our material where it's kind of housed before it comes on out here to set, but there it is, all better now. And as a matter of fact, we'll try it on for you so you can see how it's going to look from a distance away. Stays in the white gold on this one, but a real classic. And then, of course, you know, a beautiful style in this occasion that would go really, really well with the Wonder Ring. So if you wanted to pop one on or two, you'd have that option to do that as well, and it'd be a really good look together. But let's make this a lot more affordable than, I don't think we can do $29.99 expected to go. Just getting our week started. Hope you are ready for some big jewelry ahead. Big, incredible, awesome styles, big designs, really cool premieres, museum masterpieces, and so much more. And this one is really crazy. $29.99, no. $19.99, absolutely not. I will make this incredibly affordable. This is less than the price the gold would be on its own if it were just a band. If you took everything else out of it, the kunzite, the diamonds, took it all away, you're looking at a huge value at $999 for a ring. Please understand how near impossible it is to make anything in rings under $1,000 today. So very impressive when we can see this one here at that kind of value. And again, very unusual to see that size kunzite brought to you. So if you'd like to go ahead and get that one, I think it may be gone, or are we taking imperial or patriotic sapphire and ruby combo? We will find out who's getting what, but there's an incredible necklace here. You know, we've had so much fun in the last couple of days with our strands of pearls. I have a very, very special, the most versatile style necklace. It's not as much strand as it is Tahitian pearls by the yard. TPBTY. Can you imagine? Either one long length or a multi-strand design that could be worn as a necklace, a bracelet, or anything else. And let me show it to you. Do you remember this? All these diamond cut beads. You're getting so much incredible length here, 33 inches of pearls, but then It's that diamond cut beadwork that you have as well that is going to be, this is all one strand, by the way, only one available. If that is not something you've seen before, or you're looking for a fresh, fabulous, fun way to do a necklace that doesn't maybe look as traditional as a regular strand of pearls, here's a great way to go about it. And all of those beads that you see, they look like diamonds, don't they? They look like beautiful yellow diamonds, but instead, they're actually gold beads that are done in a solid 18 karat gold. So I just want to remind you, this is our last one, and here's the beauty of it. You've got so many versatile options because that, I don't know if you can see it right there, we made it a different gold color so you can see it really well. And that's going to be what gives you the versatility to clasp it anywhere you'd like. And it's not even a challenging clasp. It's really like a little lobster claw. So it's going to make it really easy to wear. So that's a beautiful style. And again, it's 33 inches in length. So it gives you so much versatility. You can do Y styles, lariats, layer it twice if you want to. Or like I said, you could go all the way around the wrist and make it a bracelet many times over. So we'll see that coming up as well. But this is the Kunzite, available for $999. We have something really fabulous in multicolored designs. Of course, this is where, you know, we always have some fun with these multicolored designs. We'd love to see them. They're a little more unique. It's not something a lot of jewelers are doing anymore. It's really become this lost art of hand manufacturing, and yet jewelry is still one of those that requires it. But can you imagine if you're doing more than just setting the stones by hand, but actually having to go through a whole process first of matching and then actually graduating the styles? Look at these on the hand here. This is a multicolored sapphire earring that you'll see from a distance, but also up close. But there is actually a graduated style that goes from pink to yellow into the blues in your sapphire round brilliant. So they're all diamond cut. They look fabulous. It's 112-4415, and it's one pair. And I know that in the past, when I've had these types of designs from this designer, they go very, very quickly. So 112-4415, let me give you the length. This starts with a hoop with diamonds at the top, but then it's going to lead to this gorgeous drop. You see the movement in the circular style. There is a 1-inch length there, and there's actually a black enameling that is done around it as the border. So a really cool way to do a halo, but instead gives a lot of contrast with the colors and gives you a nice little design, or a nice little, what I would say is a little border. It completes the piece so well, and there's great finishing on the inside. Look at that. So you can see how pretty they're going to look from that angle. But let's get them out the door. I'm going to show you up close here what one looks like, then I'll pop one on for you as well, so you can see how they're going to look from a distance, because there's this really subtle, even though it's not really technically ombre from the same colors, sometimes we'd see hot pink into dark pink into light pink. This is a little different, and they're going to require my help. So again, most jewelry does, but let me go ahead and show you. I'll hold one up, and then I'll try to pop one on the ear for you as well. But I've had the dropsies all day. And luckily it's been dropping rather, you know, lightweight things and not like huge dumbbells and things like that, but it's just been the dropsies day. But there it is with your diamonds, and then you can see how pretty all those sapphires, it really goes from yellow to green to light blue to dark blue, and then starts with that pink design. So I'm just going to throw one on really quickly, but there, oh, look at that. For the moment, it's going to stay for me. And yes, and even do its own little thing there. But then we'll show you what 1-inch looks like on the ear if you're not familiar. Straight post, really cool click closure, so it's really simple and easy just to pop them on, and you're out the door. And then, of course, your go with everything earring as well. So those are going to be, let's make these really affordable, under $1,000. Done a lot of $9.99 today so far. You're not loving the $9.99. At least I don't think you are, because you're not taking the pieces yet. And that's okay, because we don't have everyone gathered yet. We know that it's Saturday, it's Wednesday. It's really our Monday. We haven't seen you guys since Sunday. It's basically takes about usually 2 or 3 hours to get everybody gathered. Here's what we're going to do on this one to make it more affordable, and see if we can't just get these out the door in a hurry. Instead of $8.99 or $8.88 or $7.77, going even lower when it's sapphires, diamonds, enamel, and a lot of gold as well, and a lot of workmanship, which isn't always the easiest thing in the world to figure out when you're looking at a beautiful finished piece, but this requires a lot of that labor. Let's go back up close. We'll take another look, and don't forget about the diamonds that are sitting up front here as well. And what I'll do is make them $699 for the pair, and that is really a style that's going to go with just about everything. I mean, that's a lot of colors, and I'm just, as soon as I get another hand, I'll be holding it up close for you. But this one, I don't think they've ever been opened before, besides me opening it that first time. So they do not want to come off. But that is $699 only for that one pair. That's all I've got. And Linda, I see your request is coming up here, so we'll do that as well. But there's the other one, so you can see how that's going to look from a distance. And let me know if you'd like them. We got to keep moving, because we have quite a few to get to, and we've got got a whole museum. I'm going to play the part of museum curator today and bring you a ton of museum ideas in this show, okay? So we're going to bring a lot of museum. It's not all crazy affordable either. So that's why we're doing the affordable up front. I don't have much that's under $20,000 later on today. So it's the reality of bringing museum. But let's take a look at this. And I invite you to stay with me because you still want to see a debut, right? You're all gem lovers and collectors from way back. I've never seen this stone that I'm going to get to bring you today. We bought 7 stones. It's the entire collection from the miner himself. So very excited to bring it to you. I'll give you a hint. It's from Nigeria. That's all I can say at the moment, but it's something we've never had, so it's going to be a tough one to guess. I'll tell you that right now. But here is 113-1320, and this is a request here. It's our 1023 Kunzite emerald cut pendant with a 24-point diamond weight. They are really at the corners, at the base, and then of course right centered up in your bail as well. But what a beautiful style, and you can see this is real up close. I know there's a water spot in the back, so let me see if I can go ahead and polish that for you. But let me also show you from a distance so you can see the length and the entire, I pointed this out when I showed it a couple of days ago. From here to here is all bail. So again, use the larger chains you have. If you get frustrated sometimes that a lot of times bails are really small on pendants, and that's really not the case here. So you can use a really nice important chain with it. It's a little over an inch, about 1 1/8 inches there top to bottom, and then we'll pop it on the neckline for you to see it that way as well. But what a gorgeous piece this is, and all we got to do is give it one huge discount and value, and that's what it's all about. So you guys get the great deals, but again, one only on just about everything I have today. There are very few exceptions to that rule in this show tonight. So get on those phone lines early. You know what to do, and then call me if you're behind a little bit and you want to pick up anything we've shown you, from our patriotic pendant to our fabulous multicolored sapphire earrings, to, of course, that really important way we started the show with that Imperial Topaz Princess cut. But if you'd like this one, it's at better than even $2,000. That's quite the markdown. It was $19.99 last time. We're going to do it right now for an extra $300 off. Make it $16.99. Yes. Okay, congratulations. That's how easy it is to make a request. And make sure you see the piece, love the piece, and then you can take it at that great value. Also, reminder that Kunzite ring is still available if you'd like that for $9.99. Also, in the multicolored designs, I have something else if you're not looking for a drop, but more instead a really cool look in a, almost is it an octagon? Let me check it out here. It's a hexagon. We'll find out here. This one is the hexagon style. Let me show them from a distance because it's also an earring. So this also gives us a multicolored look here, but instead of the sapphires being rounds, they're actually baguettes. It's going to be 1120997, and this is an extremely important way to get all these blues, greens, yellows, pinks, and reds. There's even padparacha in here as well, and did I mention the greens? The really rare greens are here. 18 karat solid gold on the earring itself. They're in the yellow. You're getting a carat 76 of the baguettes, and you're getting 58 points in diamonds. And here's what it looks like from a distance as far as the measurement. That is 3/4 of an inch. So the post is at one top center point, and then it'll drape from there. So you get a really beautiful look, but still going to have a lot of open work. I know with the tweezers, that's not giving you everything yet. You'll see them on, and you'll get a much better look and perspective of how they're going to appear on the air or on the ear. Not the air. They have to be shown, though, on the air to see them here on the ear. Let's take a look at these. And I don't have a backing, but again, gives you an idea of the size. That's what this is for. I'm going to hold it up a little bit, give it a little support behind it so it doesn't drop to the floor, but look at how beautiful that is. And the entire inner row are those baguettes, and the outer row, that's diamond baguettes, that is, and then the outer row is where you get those sapphires. So you can see how they just gleam and glow like a baguette will. Let's go back to the wheel and show you here, and we'll zoom back. There's one piece. This is a great designer style, only in the yellow gold. They are that upgrade, though. They are that 18 karat gold, which is exciting. So you get a really important look, and that's what they look like straight up. So you can really see something very special about getting baguettes the way they do, that gorgeous flash that they do. I mean, that's really something that is a characteristic of this cut and only this cut. The only thing similar would be an emerald cut. These are true baguettes. You see, even within the rainbow of colors, they even are graduated. No two colors are exactly alike, so they're really giving you multi-tones. That's not the easiest thing in the world to put together and then make a match pair. We're going lower than the $39.99 on this one-of-a-kind pair of earrings. That shape that looks like a round, but a little more angle to it. Diamonds and sapphires together, another versatile piece. Obviously, diamonds are versatile, and diamonds can be worn with anything and everything, but I think it's a lot of fun to get a lot of color. Some of us just love color. Like, color is therapeutic, and I think color is fun, and color is personality. So, I mean, when you think about it, like when it's dreary and kind of everything's kind of basic and boring and drab, it doesn't do anything for the senses. It doesn't really capture one's attention. But when you get lots of bright, vibrant colors, especially in this cutting, it really does just draw people in. And there's obviously there's a bit large philosophy with having a good earring that's going to do just that, because it's the first thing people see when they look at us. So here we are making them better than, no, let's not even do $2,000 or $19.99, a much better value as our other multicolored sapphire. I just want to give you some ideas of what we have here available for the multicolored sapphire lovers and for those who just really want a lot of color without having to buy 5, 6, 7 different types of earring. Here it is, and here's how you do it, and we're going to make them better than 15. It's a really serious deal when you got 18 karat gold like that. We're going lower than even 15 or 14 or $1,399. Let's make them $12.99. See them out the door. One pair only again. I told you we got a lot of one-of-a-kinds. We're going to start that top of the hour in 35 minutes, and that top of the hour is going to begin with our brand new world debut. Our worldwide debut is coming up, and that's going to be followed by our museum masterpiece, and then we have so much more on the way. So it's going to be a really fun night. Again, this is your next 35 minutes to make sure all gem and jewelry collectors are tuned in at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 Eastern, right here. And remember, if they don't get TVON on TV, TV is the first part, ON, TVON, that stands for online. So the original intention was always to be TV and online. We weren't online till more recent years, but that's the beauty of it. So everyone can hop on to TVON.com or any of our streaming platforms to go check it out as well, so that you can see what's coming up new and what is going to be our huge worldwide debut tonight. Speaking of, this is something I debuted just a few weeks ago, and I'm just going to show you. Since we're just doing show and tell here, welcome in to maybe the prettiest ring I have ever been able to show. And obviously pretty is a subjective statement. I'm aware of that, but wow, is that a great looking stone. I've seen a lot of gemstones in my day. Countless numbers of gemstones, and this one just happens to be a beauty. And really, whether you're talking about an expert in the gem world or someone who's maybe new to the world of gems and or jewelry, this is a stone that, to me, and maybe this has something to do with my background in studying gems for all the years I have, but I think anybody and everybody would look at this and perceive it as a really high value stone, because there's obviously a multitude of colors here going on from blues and greens, but they shimmer and blend as one. It's 113-1381, and this is, for those of you saying, that is the most stunning, gorgeous, large Paraíba I have ever seen in my life. Me too. Except it's not Paraíba. And it may just be that this is, I'll tell you right now, it's 6 carats 18, so I don't have many 618 Paraíbas if I look back at the history of everything I've shown in the business in Paraíba, and I was one of the first to bring them. So I've shown a number of them for a lot of years, and I consider myself a specialist because it's just a stone I've fallen in love with, and we tend to immerse ourselves in the things we're passionate about. That's what I have done all these years. And I gotta tell you, Paraíba is my most passion-oriented gemstone, and yet this is the look of a 6 carat 18. But then again, the look of, you're going, oh, wait a minute. I thought you didn't do faux. I thought you didn't do stones that were man-made or lab-grown. We are not bringing you a stone that is a look-alike. It is this possible, a rarer version. A 618 I do not have in this inventory in a Paraíba. If I did, it would never be this clean or this perfect blend of 50-50 together where it's blues and greens and just clean, pristine, and neon. This is the newer stone that I brought to you for the first time not all that long ago, it's just a few weeks ago, called vanadium beryl. This is from the beryl family, which is not a lightweight when it comes to the gem families of the world. It has emeralds, it has aqua, it has morganite, it has red beryls, all to its name. And now the newest addition is really this new discovery and new find called vanadium beryl. It is out of Nigeria as well, which is going to be our big premiere coming up is also. It's not beryl, but it's going to be coming up at the top of the hour. This is my 618, the largest we've had in the vanadium beryl, and it is just perfectly, it's like this river of diamonds on the side, just a waterfall of diamonds, all baguettes, all channel set, take a look at this and get ready for a major, major value. It's our 618 with 46 points in diamonds. Yes, Jason, go ahead. I do. It's a curb link. Yeah, it's Italian gold. Yes, and it's just a straight up curb link. Yes, men's or ladies. Did you want to see it? You got it. Everybody hold that thought, please, on the vanadium barrel with the 46 points in diamonds, and we're going to show you, and I see a water spot on it, too. I see 2 water spots, so it's probably in the back, reflecting. Let me just pop this in, because I informed you guys earlier that I had something that we can't ever really get anymore, and it is a polished and beautifully cut curb link chain, and it's in Italian gold. Now, it's made in Italy, and it's 14 karat gold. It's generally considered a men's length, but honestly, yeah, who's to decide? Just, do you like 22 inches? They didn't want to stay on the phone lines? All right, so that's what it is. That's the curb link. So let me know if you need more information on it. We're going to go back to our vanadium barrel, and here we are with the 113-1381, and let me know if you need some information on it. But it is a 22 inch, and what we call the curb link. So yes, it's going to be all in 14 karat gold and made in Italy. But here's our 618 vanadium barrel, and it does have the 46 points, and then there's a little bit of texturing done along the edges, right along the border there, where your gold is meeting your diamonds. And here is what it looks like. Wow, this is something else, isn't it? And look at the clarity. I mean, that is as clean as can be. So like I said, there's one little water spot. It looks like it's in the back of the stone, so I'm not going to be able to reach back there and get it cleaned up because it does have an under gallery, as you probably saw already reflecting through the stone. But let's try it on so you can see how big a 6 karat 18 vanadium barrel is. And now, the stone that should never have a price because it's too rare and too elite. And by the way, it's the largest one we have of all of them. And it's actually, I'm trying to think, wasn't the largest prior to this a 2.5 carat? So this is a huge jump in size, which, can you imagine? You guys know red barrels. Remember when I brought them to you a few weeks ago? And they were large in 5 and 10 point sizes in red barrel. Now, this is not going to be as limited as far as how it's found in nature, but it is a big deal gem. And to get the clarity like that has, and to watch how it just sparks with color and beautiful, soothing, elegant, but bright. I mean, it's a neon color. It's got a neon glow. If I'm to shadow the light, which I'm doing right now, you can see how that stone just got brighter. And there I'm going to give it back to full light. And then I'm going to move my hand right in front, and you can see I'm blocking the light, and look at how that stone just gets even brighter. That's the neon for you. So it's neon Nigerian vanadium beryl. Vanadium actually is the element which gives it these colors of blue and green, which is interesting because in the tourmaline world, in order to get this colorway, you've got to have copper. This is where you're getting vanadium, but different elements make it's obviously a beryllium. So we're talking about something very different here and very rare. And I don't know anybody else who's got it to offer you. I don't know anyone else who's making it certainly available in finished jewelry as well, because collectors, obviously, there were just, again, collectors love these types of stones, but it's more fun to be able to wear it, and it's completely wearable. It's got plenty of durability to wear all the time, every day if you'd like to, so you don't need to worry a thing about that. Wear it, enjoy it, love it, but I'll tell you what we're going to do is make it affordable, because that's what we have to do. This is the one and only today of the vanadium beryl batch. We had a couple smaller ones last week that were, like I said, 2 1 carats. The 2 was the big one, then they went down to 1 carat, and right around 1 carat, some were a little under. This is the mega. This is the mega stone of them all. It's not going to last, I will tell you that right now, and it's one incredible value, and honestly, there's no putting a price on it. There is no comparison. If I told you $1 billion, it's accurate. If I told you $1 trillion, it's accurate. If I told you what, it doesn't matter, because nobody else has it. So in other words, you dictate the price. You dictate the market value, because there's none of it anywhere else in the market. So it's literally that rare. So you get to determine, I mean, you're the one that has it and nobody else does. And there's been nothing of this size. So this is hugely important. Collectors, and also it's beautiful and it's durable. It's all the things. I think it's like the new stone that if there's a little more quantity that actually comes out of the ground, you could see this really soar in popularity. But now we're just going to make this really affordable right now. And just a stunning, stunning, stunning value where it's not going to be that $31,999 at all. We're going a lot less than that. But call me early. It's a beauty. It really is. And I think for as pretty as it is here on television, wait till you see this in person. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the double prongs in the corners. Look how clean. It does have a fully finished undergallery, so I'm going to show that to you as well as we are getting a little busy on the phone lines here, no doubt. It's a day when we're going to show you some remarkable, remarkable pieces. No question about it. And this is one of the big ones here. And yet it's not going to be $31 or $30 or $20 or even $15,000. And FYI, that's the magic price where once I get a 1.5 carat Paraíba to that price, it goes. Historically, that's what we've seen. The second a Paraíba that is 1.5 carats in size, and I make that comparison not because they're the same stone, they're different, but this one's more rare. This one's more rare, and I don't have a 6 carat Paraíba. So if you're somebody like myself who likes and enjoys a bigger gem weight, enjoys a bigger ring overall, likes to have a lot of really beautiful, bold gem, really kind of the wow factor is the gem, and that's why we went very tailored, very sophisticated, very elegant on the sides. We didn't go crazy adding around it because the stone is the importance. The stone is the star. That is the centerpiece. And we just added the perfect diamonds right along the edges, bigger ones at that, and it's not even $15,000. This is what gets tiny Paraíbas out the door. It is, and yet you're getting a look of something we cannot bring. It's more rare than Paraíba, it is, and you're getting more of the size that I literally can't give you because the largest Paraíba I have is 3 carats, that's it. And they're in the tens of thousands of dollars, like $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. So here is the way to shop your big stone and get this one now. It's going to be extremely affordable. Let's go less than $10,000, and we're going to make it $99.99 and see it out the door, and bye-bye it'll go. And what you're seeing, those arches you're seeing, that's the undergallery. So that's how clean it is that undergallery. You're actually seeing that when this moves side to side, like right there. See those arches on the right side? That's the undergallery. See the arches on this side? That's the undergallery. That's how clean this is. Not something you see when it's on, but again, we're magnified 10 times to bring you that up close and personal, extra important look there. And $99.99 gets it to one of you tonight. What a buy that is. And again, you dictate the price. You tell it. I mean, that's the thing. You hold on to it because this is a rarity that we've only had, and we've brought you everything that we have. Everything we were able to get out of the mine, that's what we've brought you in jewelry. So this is just the big one, the mega stone, and a 6 carat 18. So lovely. Let's get into some very, very big discounts on some important stones as well, but these important stones are going to cost a lot, like a big alexandrite. Here's our next one. It's in 18 karat solid gold. It's a very important stone. And look at this. Come on now. This is like diamond and alexandrite have met. And I don't mean the diamonds on the sides. Yeah, they're there too. I'm talking about this is the most extraordinary individual alexandrite I've ever seen because it is not murky and hazy like most alexandrites are. There's a lightness and a brightness about it, and you're very visibly seeing the blues and the greens and the purples already. But look at the sparkle it has. It's a beautiful cut, but most important, it's the luster and the clarity that this stone has that most alexandrites never bring us. And that's the beauty of this one. It's 1127344, and it's our carat 09 alexandrite with 35 points in diamonds. It's mostly rounds, but then you do have that mix and match of the rounds and baguettes along the outer halo there. So that's looking great. And then we're just so excited here to bring this one down in price tag. You know how important it is to get anything over 1 carat. In the world of alexandrite, not to mention this is that upper tier of 18 karat gold, the finishing on the inside, the yellow gold's how it stays. Diamond weight's at 35 points, but they're important diamonds. But that's why I wanted to come in up close. There's almost a shimmering type of iridescence to this stone that you don't usually see. And you know what I mean by, I think the words murky and hazy, as much as we value this stone, and by the way, those are still very expensive stones. When you get an alexandrite, they typically have a luster that is on that kind of shadowy, darker kind of side. And so they don't do a lot for those of us that like, what, some dance in our stones, some sparkle, some intensity. That's rare to see in the world of alexandrite because they usually are a little bit almost opaque. And yet, this stone is just giving a brilliance as if it is a diamond with some multicolors in it. In a way, it's looking like a color changing, like it's morphing between. It's like an iridescence of blues and greens. You think of mermaid colors or what we see sometimes in an unheated tanzanite. But remember, you're only seeing it in one light source. So when you were to move to another light source, like all incandescent lighting, the whole stone goes purple. And so instead of getting that shimmering color, you would get like this beautiful purple intensity, but still with the brightness. So that's what makes this stone really exceptionally rare. And it's going very affordable right here and now. only just this one. And remember, it's using the yellow gold. All we need to know is your favorite ring size. That'll be it. And we'll send it out for $19.99. Just give it away. It's a giveaway. It's the only alexandrite I have that's over 1 carat, and it's under $2,000. And that does not happen. Just those two factors alone, over 1 carat, under 2,000, does not happen in the world of alexandrite. So it's just a quick little gimme for those who can just be saying, I'm going to get in really quickly, and you're going to get it. First caller only on that one at $19.99. I got to try it on for you. It's one of the prettiest. Watch it from a distance because it's still just shimmering. And there's something that's just so wearable about this particular design. Again, we're always tempted with these alexandrites. They're such important stones. We always want to put a significant diamond weight around them, but oftentimes they end up in a bridge or they end up in a bigger, heavier mounting overall. And a lot of us like something just wearable. What's going to be every day? And remember, 8.5 in the Mohs scale, so you've got all that durability that this stone gives that most stones don't, because there's only 3 stones that are going to be any tougher than this one, and that would be your ruby, sapphires, and diamonds. And of course, diamonds are still along the edge here. So $19.99 on the 109. Incredible value. So only one there. We'll see who's got it. And then come on in. We still have all of our $9.99 pieces here. I know we're all saving up. Listen, it's a very, very rare stone. Obviously, when you bring a world premiere of something, it's going to be on the rare side, because I brought you all kinds of rare for all these 26 years. I got to tell you, I have 7 pieces in my hand coming up in about 20 minutes. I know we're all getting anxious and excited about what we're going to show you and what could it be and what could be new and what's out of Nigeria that I have never seen before. Well, it's going to be a very exciting moment. 7 pieces only coming up at the top of the hour. Plus, we have our museum masterpiece as well. That's a must-go. Plus, if you're into really big diamonds, we have this gorgeous designer bracelet that's really easy to put on. It's almost designed like my nail design, where we have the nail bangle, but look at this, flexible style, but all really done in an iconic designer look, but really easy to put on because all you're going to do is do the twist. Literally, not like the dance move from way back in the 60s or 70s or whenever it was. I'm not sure. That is not a decade I'm familiar with, but take a look at that. That's a beautiful style. So if you like this one, it's for my diamond lovers. It's about, I think this one's close to 6 carats in diamonds. I don't have the info in front of me, but that's something I wanted to show you. It's also got a markdown from $35,000, and today it will not be. And did you see how easy? No clasp, no hinge, no closure, nothing to worry about, just all this flexibility. So if you want to open it up and make it easy like that, or if you want to twist it a la our nail bangle, you can put it on and take it off that way too. But that's all done in 18 karat gold. And we'll go back to our alexandrite, which is only $19.99. So a big value there. And then we've got some really special earrings here, and tanzanite and yellow diamond solitaire. We're going to see all of our classic pieces as well. It won't be all museum, but look at this. That is, oh gosh, this is one of the prettiest yellow diamonds. Look at that yellow diamond in a solitaire. So you get the cushion cut brilliant, you get the 1 carat plus in the size, and then wait till you see the kind of value we're going to put together on a 1 carat diamond, where I checked today, I checked this afternoon, every other 1 carat yellow diamond I have is a minimum price tag of $5,500 and up. This one is not going to be $5,500 or more. And yet it's a larger stone. It's a carat 03 cushion cut VS stone, 2-tone gold. We even elevated the gold for you, did that in 18 karat gold. That's the classic. So that is here. And then we've got our moonstone. There, it's funny, we had the alexandrite moments ago. Maybe a couple of you were reminded about gorgeous faceted moonstone. This one can have a little bit of shimmer to it as well. Some pinks, some purples, some greens, some blues, and pinks and goldens as well. This is 113-1245. Getting into our second hour here shortly, but that's going to be where we really do some big time debuts. So get ready. We got some very special museum pieces on the way for you. Just going to show you this one in case anybody's interested in a moonstone. It is 113-1245. That's a 1 carat. In the pear shape, and it's got 74 points in diamonds around it. That can be your choice of white, yellow, or rose, because this is one of those classic signature styles that we know is iconic, and it's an exact 1 carat. So you got the white gold, yellow gold, rose gold choice, which we know the moonstone looks good in all 3 gold colors, especially this material. I wouldn't say normal moonstone does. Normal moonstone's best in white, but when you've got this faceted material that we love, which is so pricey. Have you seen it elsewhere? It's really pricey. I'm shocked at what some of my colleagues are doing out there in moonstone that's faceted. It's kind of taken the gem world by storm, but whoa, is it pricey out there. I'm really proud of what we can do because ours is better quality, and yet really showing up beautifully with all these rainbow types of colors and iridescence. That's the beauty of it. So another piece that really goes just exquisitely with everything you wear. It's like, again, maybe not in the cards to buy one of every color stone in the world, but when you've got a moonstone like this with all this shimmering iridescence, it can go with it literally everything you have in your wardrobe. So, and yet it feels rainbowy without being like blatant, like primary colors. And I like that about it. So you get that shimmering color, you get softer pastels. They're all working with each other. Take a look at it here one more time, and let's see what we can do here. 0 to start. Yep, we're gonna go 0 to start. I know it's a $49.99 ring. I'm not interested in putting that up there unless as a was price. I wanna make sure we get everybody on the phone lines here, and let's make sure they're working. Let's make sure we're here, we're ready to go, we're all set, we're ready for the big premiere coming up. I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to really truly afford them, but we've got a big premiere coming up. I mean, it's really, really rare. I mean, it's a total like world premiere, and I have 7 stones, and that's the entire collection. Like literally we have it all here. So we're kind of monopolizing it a bit, but hey, we're really proud it's here. We're gonna show it to you. We'll try to make it as affordable as possible when it's truly out there. But we're gonna go 0 to start on this one with a $500 increment. Obviously we only have about 15 minutes in this hour until we get to our big top of the hour, and we can show you anything else you'd like to see. Make a request and we'll bring it on out to you. But this is 0 to start. So you got a really good chance to pick up a large mounting for probably no money because, well, you're not gonna have a lot of competition here on a Wednesday in the first place. So that always is really helpful, and there is no reserve. You know how frustrating it is. I find that, as a gal who's bid on a few auctions in my day, it's frustrating when there's a reserve. And yeah, when you see that automobile that's a $700,000 automobile and it's at $100,000, and you're going, yeah, there's a reserve. And they're not gonna sell it for a penny less than $680,000, but there's a reserve. That's not what we're doing here, and we have no open. So it's just testing a theory I have, the Are We Broadcasting theory. And at this point, because there's always gonna be a reseller out there, I got more resellers than anything else out there watching and shopping. So the resellers have gotta be looking at this, just absolutely salivating at the opportunity to get all that gold, 74 points in VS Diamonds. That alone is over 4,000 as we make it. That's just our own manufacturing price. So that's how that starts. And then you've got the moonstone added to it, and here we are at nothing, 0. So it's just, again, really, yeah. We've got $500. Yeah, all right. So we're good to go. We got $500. $500, and that means it will sell because no reserve. So that's exciting. And it's not a $500 piece. I don't have, for the record, I don't have a ring here. I do not have a ring here for $500. I just don't. I don't sell sterling silver. And quite frankly, sterling silver would be really tough to do at $500 right now if that were in sterling. Obviously, with no diamonds or no moonstone, you could never do it for $500. And we're talking gold. So there is nothing here for $500, nothing in a ring. So that's a fact. That is an absolute fact. And now we're looking at one of our $49.99 rings here, and yet we're at absolutely nothing. And we've got, who's at 500? There are only bidders so far. Pamela, from where? Hey, Pam. Okay, so Pam in North Carolina is saying, I'll take it. Is she a reseller, or is she just shopping for herself? Gifting moment, gonna give it to the best friend, just thinking about, well, I was gonna do that gift basket with the fruit and the cheeses and the little salami, and I'm gonna do this instead because that's a lot better. And yet it's gonna cost less. There's not a lot of gifts that are out there for $500, and we are at 500 only. So guess what? It's gonna be last call, apparently so. Again, that is not it's not a $1,000 ring, it's not a $2,000 ring, 3 or 4, it's a $5,000 ring. We are exactly at, geez, is that really true? 10% of what it should be? Yeah, it is. We're at 10%. You got 90% off here, a 90% off sale, 90% on a huge ring. This is not small. We're going to show you on the hand, because you haven't done that yet, so that's the next order of business here. I got to show it on the hand, and then we're going to see if we can count it down here, because I think we might be verifying 1,000. Let's see what we got. Remember, you're getting to change the gold color. That's free. You're getting the sizing. That's free. The shipping, also free. And we do have $1,000 now, so we've got 2 bidders, and we'll see if Pam wants to go to 15 or if anybody else does, because we do have $1,000 now. I just wanted to show you what it looks like on the hand here. Yes? Which one? We had 2. Do you know if they were the circular ones that were open studs, or if they were the circular drops with the hoop at the top? The drops. You got it. The $6.99. You got it. So some of our sapphire earrings from earlier are going as well. And we just reached $1,000 here. And it looks like our original bidder might be out. Okay. Well, we're at 1,000. And we have a really stunning value here. and you're on the phone lines for some earrings, so you're on something else, and you've got a request. So at this point, we are going to give it a final last call because it looks like we are at one bidder and one person thinking about it. That's what it appears to be. So we have $1,000 only. We're going to give it a final 2-minute clock. You have up until, now remember there's a delay with the broadcast, so when you see 1 minute, it's probably just about to wrap up here. So that's why 2 minutes sounds lengthy, but it's still about dialing in at the early side of that clock. If you want to jump in, that is not a $1,500 ring. It is the next minimum bid. We're looking for, listen, $2,500 would still be a long way away from cost. So we are just a long way away from recouping the money that we put into it just to make it here. So we'll give it a final 2 minutes and then we'll see it out the door. Good luck to you. This is our last call. Yes. So let's try it on again. They're probably seeing that now. Who picked up the earrings over there? Marsha, thank you. Thank you, Marsha. Marsha got the earrings. Thanks, Marsha, and enjoy them. And then there's our moonstone yet again in the pear shape with the diamonds on the side, about 3/4 of a carat there in the diamonds as well. All of that and $1,000. Last call, 90 seconds. Let's see where we're at. Got a couple last seconds to get you in. Dial quickly, just because once that clock hits 0, we got to close the auction officially, and that'll be that. So our last call is right now. It's a beauty, isn't it? It's a really good looking stone. Art pear shape, lots of diamonds. That's a really classic style. We have 2 signature mountings. That is one of them. These are signature mountings that aren't just signature to us here, but actually have been signature to the whole jewelry community for a long, long time. And we have a final minute now remaining, looking for $1,500. Or more. That's just the next minimum bid. And then call me on that 18 karat gold and pearl Tahitians by the yard. 33 inches. 33 inches to play with. How cool is that? Oh, I love it as a belt. I love it as a belt. You could do that too. But what we're going to do is, okay, we got 40 seconds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Last call? Anybody else? Do we have 15? Thought maybe I heard 15, or was I just hearing things? We do have 15. All right, so we'll update that as soon as we can here. When that clock runs out, we'll update it. I think we're at 15 here. And then we've got another imperial. Now, remember I showed you the imperial topaz pendant to start the show? We actually have a gorgeous ring, same kind of color with the pinks and the goldens together. That's really exciting. So we will see another imperial moment. And yet, if you would like to go ahead and get that alexandrite from earlier, that bright crystalline, clean, stunning cut on that Alex we had earlier for $19.99. That was a good way to go. Make sure you call me on that one. Plus, we're even going to bring a pink, yellow, and white all in the same ring, a 3-stone deluxe style. That one is 15 once, twice, 3 times. That is sold. Congratulations. Look at this. That is pink and yellow and white. But what's really interesting is it's 3 huge center stones there too. You get the 3 larger centerpieces, which are our hearts. Yes, those are hearts. Look at that, a heart-shaped yellow, a cushion-cut square pink in the middle. This is our last time ever bringing anything like this with the mega stones as the 3-stone style. This is really special. So if you like that one, hang in there. We're going to show you the imperial coming up because we had a couple of you asking, what is the, oh, look at that color. Wow, are we looking at the best of the best here in imperial, aren't we? And those are good guesses, Mary. Mary P says, I got some guesses. Actually, Mary, it's funny you mentioned bonita white. We have some bonita white coming. It's something we've had before, though, so I can't call it something we've never had before. But I do have some bonita whites. They're really tiny and they're really pricey, but they're beautiful. And they're actually the state stone of California. So yes, Mary, that's a good guess. But bonita white's here. If anybody wants to see it, let me know. We can bring them out. I do have some bonita white. I also tarfites I don't have in jewelry here, but we have had them before. All right, so let's talk about this imperial topaz. 70 points plus 82 in the diamonds in the bridge. But no, neither of those are going to be what our top of the hour is, but they're great guesses because those are definitely rare stones, but wouldn't be world premieres. We have something that, yeah, the whole world's going to get a first look at today. It's very, very exciting. So there were only, there's 7 stones in a collection. So we literally negotiated at the JCK show with the miner who had the private collection, and we literally negotiated. It was like a 4-day thing. Started on day one, kept going till the end, and then we got them all made into jewelry, and they're finished today. So very excited to bring in this world premiere coming up. But this is 112 6381. This is our 70 pointer in the Imperial, but it's got a lot of pink, maybe even a tad more pink than we saw in the pendant earlier, where that was more pinky golden mix. This is really pink, still a slight golden, but it's giving overwhelmingly more pinks, which is actually making it even more rare. Then you also have 82 points in the diamonds. This is a bridge. It keeps it more compact though. So it's a pretty easy to wear bridge style, and it is still fabulous with the 4 rows in the diamonds all the way side to side. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. This is such a pretty stone. I always find that with this particular gem, it does tend to look a little bit different as far as what color you see more of, just depending on how much light you're in. And the lower the light, the more peachy I see. That's why it's probably appearing so pink up close, is because the more light it's under, like hotter light, brighter light, just more concentrated light, it tends to be more pink. But then in a softer light, it tends to show a little bit more of that peachy element to it, a little bit more orange as well. There you can see, here it is up close again. So you can take a look at it that way. But it's a one only, it's got a huge markdown. This is really, again, you know, it's not just a matter of heating it more because it doesn't get any heat. There are very few stones out there that don't have any heat treatment ever applied to them. This is one of them. This is one of those stones, and it's one source in the world, so it's rare like tanzanite is, but far more rare because there's one source, but there's not a lot of it. And it's just about mined out. They haven't really made official announcements yet, but there hasn't been anything coming out of the ground in Oro Preto for a very, very long time. So this is a really good chance to pick it up here in a more high-end, desired and rare colorway as well, given that the pinks are more rare. They're usually yellow. Sometimes they're golden. This is really where you're getting the rarest color of them all. And what used to be $69.99 is nowhere near. Got a much better value for you tonight. That one is $1,999. And take a look at this, diamonds every which way and under. So that's really cool too, because they go all the way under the midpoint there, and you can see that. I mean, that's not something that's like hidden. That's something you see from different angles. Great finishing on the inside. That is one of the rare Imperials the world has, and yet we got under $2,000 for you on that big gem. So that's a big, big, big value. Great discount, honestly, for the mounting alone. I know we don't sell semi-mounts. I think one day we should, just to show you what these mountings should be valued at, because it would be really eye-opening and very enlightening to see what these mountings go for by themselves without the stones, because yeah, it wouldn't, let me tell you, the show wouldn't go over well, because the mountings by themselves would be more than you're used to spending for the finished pieces with the gems. So it's just not something we're going to be doing, but it really is important to think about. That's a mounting that's worth more than $19.99, and you got that whole value happening right now. There's a yellow sapphire. We've got Padparasha pendants. We do have some other kunzite pieces, including earrings. And then if anybody likes that diamond bracelet that I showed you, that is 5 carats and a half about in diamonds. So really done well, and 18 karat gold, but so easy to put on and take off as well. So we love that one. And a very designer style, you know who. And then our museum masterpiece, we're gonna show it really quickly right now because, well, we've got 2 top of the hours to really feature, and even our museum masterpiece is not quite as rare as what we're going to debut on this What's New Wednesday. So let's take a look at our museum masterpiece before we get to our top of the hour officially. It's 112-8416. And welcome into a Wednesday night that is going to be rather memorable. Let me see if I can get the smudge off this one and zoom the camera back, because this is a really large stone. It's a heart shape, and it's a pink zircon, but like so many stones we've been seeing tonight, is not just pink. It's like no matter what I'm seeing, we saw the vanadium barrels that had the blues and the greens. We saw the Alexandra, which had the very distinctive blues and purples. We are now seeing, we've seen Imperials that have pink and orange, and now we're seeing a pink zircon that's definitely giving pink and orange again, but with a 28 karat 92 heart shape, a beautiful double refraction that is making it look like it is a pink diamond. And speaking of, we added 35 points in pink diamonds to that end. So you've got the first halo in pink diamonds. The outer halo is the white diamonds, 105 there, so 140 in diamonds overall, and a very large scale piece here, obviously starting with that nearly 29 karat zircon in the middle. Take a look at that. That's what it looks like from a distance. Here it is against the hand, so you can see the size that's going to provide our museum masterpiece must-goes. are different from what I'm bringing you in what's new tonight. So we've got we got all the rarity of the rarity covered here, but this is the big one that's been on the air once. So there has been a presentation in the past. It's 1.25 inches top to bottom. At least that's what it looks like, maybe 1 3/8 inches. And then we'll show it to you on the neckline. But this really, for the world, looks like a Paracha sapphire. It does. But it's got the refraction, or double refraction in this case. So you're getting so much liveliness to it. And I look back and I think about how very popular our tanzanite heart-shaped pendants, especially the large sizes, have been. And considering that this is so many times more rare than even a heart-shaped blue wing block D museum reserve tanzanite, and the popularity of those heart shapes has been off the charts, well, let's bring you a great value here that is going to be worthy of that must-go. Big drop in price, big discount. You can see how clean it is. It's also got great finishing on the inside and a nice size bail, all covered in diamonds as well. That's going to be less than $36,999. That's the old price. That's the, okay, it was flashed once and you've seen it, and that was $36,999, and basically it stayed here. What is must go? The price tag that does just that, allows it to be gone to one collector out there tonight. And these have been, there's a reason they've been going more often than they're not going, and that's because all of these savings we're putting together, pieces that we are willing to part with for less than the price we paid to put them together. And that is a fact. Remember, we are our own manufacturer. This is made by hand, custom by us here on the premises. So this is not a piece that we're in the dark on the, we're not taking a vendor's word for it here. This wasn't made overseas and then brought and shipped over in a box. This was made here. And we don't work on high margins here, so it was really close to $37,000, the cost. But we know that's going to be a little bigger ask to say somebody give us $37,000. I'm not saying it's not worth it. It is. There's no putting a price tag on this because nobody else has a 29-karat heart-shaped pink zircon. But we're going to make it very affordable in our top of the hours here, and we've got a big, big world premiere coming up next that includes just 7 ideas. 7 pieces, that is it. World premiere moment. But this is not $36,000. It's not $25,000. There is right there. You're saving 12 grand right off the top. That's not going to do it though. I know exactly what it's going to take to make sure that this gorgeous piece gets its home and is, more importantly, worn and enjoyed by a collector, a gemstone lover. Do those pinks speak to you? Because they're not regular pinks either. It's that beautiful, sophisticated pinky golden. And there's a little bit of golden flash. You'll see yellows, you'll see purples, you'll see vibrant reds. All of that thanks to that double refraction. And it's not $20,000 or $15,000. We're at basically $500 a carat right now for the stone without any extra expense for all the gold and diamonds. That includes pink and white together, triple halo. Or is it a double halo? Triple? Yes, triple. Boy, for a minute there, it was hard to tell. And it is going to be, where's that one row? Gosh, it's really well done. I think that's one row. And it looks like 2 because, well, there's a reflection of the gold where it meets. But let's do this. Under 14, under 13, under 12. Let's give it away. That's what Must Go is all about. These museum pieces have been finding their homes, and we're very excited for you to be a part of it. Let's make it better than $12,000 or $11,000, just $10,999 on the pink zircon heart shape, and then it's world premiere time. Haven't been able to do this. It's been nearly a decade since I've been able to bring you something that we've not seen like this, and I'm talking the world over, not just here at TVON or collectors or anything else. I'm talking about a rarity where we have everything that exists, the private collection, the literal, we'll get all into it. It's a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous piece, and they're so beautiful too. They're beautiful. They're rare and beautiful. So that's going to be coming up for our big top of the hour. But this one, $10,999. All right, we're going to welcome you into the show. Glad to have y'all with us here tonight. Thanks for being here. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We got a couple hours left to go in our Wednesday here, but this is a really, really exciting moment. And I don't think we got a chance to really listen. I was not sure this was happening today. So I know that didn't give you a heads up over the weekend. Last time I saw you Sunday afternoon when I signed off and said goodbye. Have a great rest of your week. We did not know that this was going to be ready, and the fact is they got ready in advance. They literally got completed a couple of hours ago because every single, although the stones were acquired by us in the entire collection, we had to make and build as usual, and it's no different than everything else we produce. We had to make everything from scratch, put these in custom designs, and make them accessible to you. So that's really the beauty, because these are literally loose stones out of a private collection of the miner himself. This is a Nigerian stone, so it's actually a stone that comes from a locale that, of course, did also similar source to where we found those vanadium barrels. But what's great about this, everybody, is that this is something I know that I've never actually seen until June 1st. When I got out to Vegas, I got there the last day. The show ended on the 1st. I'm here with you guys all throughout Wednesday through Sunday. So I got out there Sunday night. By the time I got out there, the show was long closed, but I got out, spent a whole day Monday. And I got to be part of the negotiation, which made these happen, because I knew that we were working on this. It had been worked on for like pretty much 4 days prior to actually doing the deal and getting the job done, because this is not something that any collector is necessarily ready to part with. When you have a collection of stones that is unique to you and nobody else, it's not easy to just accept a value and accept a price tag. And we got some ruthless negotiators here that allow us to bring the values we do on gemstones like this. So we're really proud to bring you something we've never seen before that is literally the collection. There are 7 stones. We got every one of them. There were no rejects. There was nothing that was not up to snuff as far as the quality. But this is a stone that is really rare. And it's actually, I'm going to show it to you. We're going to show you our largest. I always like to go into descending orders. So we're going to start with the largest and then work our way down. They're incredibly rare to the point of I don't know any place else, including museums. This would technically, you're probably wondering, well, why isn't this the museum masterpiece? Because I don't even know of a museum that has anything like this. This is really exclusive. And when we talk about exclusives, and I know that you're all here and you're here on What's New Wednesdays. We've been doing this segment for a few months straight now. And we all look forward to this day because we really do show you things that you probably have never seen before, or maybe were not aware existed. So let me show this to you. And then we're going to have you go ahead and take a look and place your guesses as to what you think this might be, which is, I admit, going to be challenging considering we've never had it before. But it is a stone that is extremely rare, and every one of them is going to be this same amazing bicolor material. Let me show you the other way too, because I just want you to see both angles here, because that is, and again, 7, the first 5 are rings, the last 2 that I'll have for you are pendants. And this is show and tell mostly. I'm going to try to put, a really, really good price, because like I said, we negotiated for 4.5 days straight to make this doable, because otherwise it's the kind of thing that there were 2 options. And I just, now that you saw it, I want to give you a minute to kind of place your thoughts in your head and make your guesses as to what you think this might be, because based on everything you know about gems. But keep in mind, there were 2 options. They were either going to be distributed to 7 different museums around the world, or this is, again, something that was never intended to be part of a collector parcel sold, but I've probably mentioned it a few times before. This is a 6th-generation long gemstone family that's the most renowned family for gems in the world. Trading gems, acquiring gems, cutting gems, owning mines, literally supplying museums for 6 generations now. So it's almost like if you follow any of the royals, you know how there's protocols in place. And even if you are a member of the royal family, you have to show respect to His and Her Highness by curtsying. You have to do that. This is pretty much the gem equivalent. When anybody sees the gemstone family behind this network coming their way, it's pretty much like whispers and hush hush and oh my gosh, they're here, because that is how they're the royalty of the gem world, worldwide. So that's really the kind of level we're talking about of respect, of being renowned. And again, this was something that over conversation, we thought we would love to have these. And the conversation would never have started in the first place if it weren't for the amazing reputation and the integrity of this gem family. So that's what's even allowing this to take place, because honestly, these 7 stones were supposed to be all distributed around to museums around the world. So pretty exciting that we get to bring these to you and share them with you. And that's the reason we acquire stones like this, is to now share them with you. So that's the beauty of this. So let's take a look at our world premiere, which is Nigerian bicolor Paraiba. There are 3 sources of Paraiba that have ever been known to man, and all started in the 80s, late 80s. That was Brazil, and then later on in Nigeria and Mozambique. This is one of those mines, which, by the way, is the tougher of the 2 Africana. Most every Paraiba I bring you here on this show is Mozambique material. That is the more commonplace. The Nigerian stones, you know this if you've ever seen them before, are about 25 times the price of a Mozambique stone. And yes, we're talking about Paraíba. We're talking about a pricey stone even from Mozambique. But the Nigerian stones are even that much more rare. Well, here's something that's more than just a Nigerian Paraíba. As you well see, there are two very distinctive colors happening here. There is a bright neon blue-green, and there is more of an olive tone. Now, I want to show you as a reference guide because I know that if you're kind of new to the show, or if you're not, this is a chart that I want to show you that kind of explains, because we've seen some purple Paraíbas here. So I want to show you all the way off to the left. You see that CU means copper. So all the way off to the left, these are the purples that we sometimes bring. And then look at how they can actually be true blues. Those are extremely, extremely rare. But you see that they can go all the way then in the middle, that blue-green, where blue and green have blended. And then you see off to the greens, the neon greens, the bright greens, and then the olive and almost like a neon chartreuse. Those are really the color, and those are the ones that we completely accept as Paraíba. It has to be one of those colors to actually call it Paraíba, because there are pinks, there are yellows, they're sparse, but those are the colors we can actually use the term Paraíba for. But you see there's a color range. So now when we look at just, this is one, same source as all the Nigerian stones that could be all those different colors, but then here in these 7 stones, you have the bicolor, naturally occurring, split like this by nature. Only 7 stones that were discovered, and yet here's what they look like. I mean, for example, they're all going to be those colorways. Look at what we did there. Yellow diamonds and white diamonds, custom made. Here's another one. This is our biggest one I'm showing you, which is 113-1473. But you can see they're all going to be, I just want to get you acquainted with them. They're all going to be the same colorway, and yet slightly different based on the cut. So the cutting would be different, the sizes will be different, but our largest one here is actually a 192. That'll be the largest of the bunch, which we know is now, and there's the other one. So this one actually really cool. It's like a signet style. Love that one. That's my own personal favorite. But here's what we'll do. We'll walk you through from top to bottom. We'll go from the largest to the smallest. And we have 2 pendants at the very, very end, because our 2 smaller stones are going to be in pendants, but you got to get on the phone lines if you want the largest one of all. They are not inexpensive. Again, this was not something that was supposed to be sold to any, what we call, I would use this term loosely, but they weren't intended to be sold to the public. But again, our gemstone collecting family here is hardly public. They are beyond any museums you could ever work with. So this was, again, a special compensation made here, and the negotiation went on for days just to bring them to you at somewhat of an affordable price tag, so that we could bring you something really, really rare and exclusive and still make a lot of different collectors, and not be just then relegated to museum displays, but instead be brought to those of you who enjoy owning and wearing the really, really unique stones of this world. So this is a moment, and here it is with the 192. Again, it is the world's collection. This is the world's premiere here, and it's our 192 with 55 points in diamonds as well, and this is a gorgeous, you can see there, it's almost like a bridge, but the diamonds are not going to go underneath it. Instead, they meet right up with that piece there, but you can see how gorgeous this is and what clarity it has. And then they're all going to be these elongated baguettes to really show off that split. And we're going to do this one for under $100,000. Kind of amazing when you consider that there are 7 stones in this world, and we're showing them all to you in the next few minutes. So if you'd like this one, you call me. It is our largest. They drop down to a carat 65 next. But again, this is where if you like this mounting, you like this size, here's what it looks like on. It's going to stay in the yellow gold. We felt like with those tones of colors, you can see how very distinctive that is. So the whole stone is going to have copper. It's just, you saw, this is different depending on how much copper. And if there are any other trace elements, if you're wondering, well, why are there 2 different colors? Is it all the same? It's all the same material, but a slightly different amount of copper, or a slightly, if there was a mix of a different type of element, like for example, manganese, that's what causes this. But it's the fact that the 2 crystals grew together. It's the fact that it's all one stone and 2 colors are present here in the same stone. Maybe go back, there we go, back up close. And here's what I'm going to do right now is to make this really, really affordable and better than $100,000, because I don't know a lot of us that are going to be able to say yes to that. And that is where, again, there really is no putting a price tag on something like this. So it's really just a thrill. And if it's show and tell time, it's show and tell time. That's what What's New Wednesdays are all about. It's fun to see something different you've never seen before. At least I think it is. Maybe that's just because I talk about jewelry every day of my life, but I really enjoy seeing something new and different and fun and exciting. And here it is right now. And it's not $100,000 or even 50. Let's try to make this as affordable as possible, and let's go for it. Come on in, collectors. This is your night. This is a night like no other. We've literally never had this before. I've never been able to even see it before until June 1st when the deal was done. 7 stones acquired, custom-made designs around it, not 50, not 40, not 30, not even 20,000. We are doing our very best to make sure that we can make them as affordable as possible and really just share. We're a sharing network. We share our wares with you all at home. We want the collectibles out there to be shared with the world. That's really why this company was started in the first place. The last thing this world needed was another shopping network. But we started this business back about a decade ago to literally bring stones that nobody else would ever have the opportunity to own. There's a lot of jewelry out there. There's a lot of places to shop. We know that. It's instead pieces you cannot get anywhere else, and we're doing better than even $15,000. Let's make it as affordable as possible. This one is $99.99 first caller, $99.99, and we'll go down in order. Like I said, always I like to start with the largest, and we'll work our way down. That signet style is coming up shortly. 2 pendants will be here as well. But again, it's Paraíba. What would you pay for a carat 92 Paraíba? But this one has 2 colors and really multiple colors coming together, because this is your green golden, here's your blue green, and that one is one to consider. Here's the one with the yellow diamonds, half yellow, half white, all pave. This will be at number 113, 1471, and this is 14 karat gold, as they all are. That'll be our 165 baguette bicolor, and that's going to have 28 points in yellow, 26 points in white diamonds. We'll try to make this a tad more affordable for you and keep on going in that direction. Something classic coming up for you as well, about the same size. So let me bring these two together, because if you would rather have a more elongated and classic setting style, white diamonds but yellow gold, we can do that for you, and they're going to be about the same size. This is my carat 63 with 29 points in diamonds. That'll be $14.69, same price, since they're very similar in carat weight, only 2 points difference here in your center stone carat weight. So we'll make them extremely affordable right now and do them for $88.88 for either one of those that you might like. So $88.88 for either one that are in that carat 65 range. Carat 63 again on the left, carat 65 on the right, and we'll take a quick look at them on. Here's what the first one with that half yellow, half white, look how bright they are. They're still so clean for being these bigger sizes. And then this one I really love the platform, half gold, half diamonds. Great way to accentuate those bicolors, and I love that everything, this is why we had to custom make these mountings, and it took us a couple weeks to do it, because here we are on the 17th of June when these were actually acquired on the 1st of June, and that's because we got busy and made these all custom so that everything could really be showing off that perfect bicolor split. That's really what was so intentional here with these designs, was to show them off. Now this is my own personal favorite mounting right here. This one's got a lot of, we've never seen anything like this before. It's really feels like a signet style. You can see this is men's or ladies. It's 113, 1472. I'm just going to turn it around. I like to show them from different directions here so you can see. This one is just a large platform of gold, all mirror finished except for where your diamonds are, which all go down in a stacked, tiered, graduated style. That is my 156 stone, so still a good size. We're still up and over a carat and a half. This will be the last one that is over a carat and a half. They go down in size from there. So we're going to show you here what we can do and make this one also. It's got a lot more gold. We'll do this one for $88.88 as well if you'd like that baguette bicolor. And then we have the smallest in a ring coming up. Remember, there are only 5 rings and 2 pendants. So we're going to bring you the most affordable coming up next in our rings. And this will be a beautiful design as well. This is a bridge design as well, like the first one. And that'll be $88.88. And then take a look. This is a really elongated stone. I love that. The split, the cutter did such a good job of making sure that the split was really centered up. So this is going to meet up. The diamonds are the middle row that meet up at that 50-50 split of the stone. And this one's going less than $88.88. It's 113, 1470, and that'll be our 125. It's our last of the rings, and that's going to be still a good size here, because we all know how rare it is to get anything in Paraíba or copper bearing over 1 carat. But here's your way to get it with those diamonds. Look at the split style too. It's really pretty on, because you have almost what looks like ring guards attached to it, but it's all one ring, so it just slides onto the hand and you're good to go. But it's such a beautiful idea, and this one's going to be less than $88.88 as we look at it here up close, and we'll go ahead and blow it out for you. That's going to be better than even $7,000. We'll take it on down to $69.99, and our pendants are next. two gorgeous pendants to show you. And one is over a carat, one is under a carat. So we'll see them, they're almost the same as far as the design, but we'll show you just over and under a carat, and then we'll get those even more affordable for you. So really special stone here. What a joy to bring you. I remember the last week world premiere I had was back in March of 2017 right here on the show, and it was color changing spin for the first time. And now we get to bring you bicolor Paraiba for the first time. So it's very exciting. Now here's the first of our pendants, and I'll show you both options because this one with the bezel set diamond on one side, and you can feel free to use any bail, any side as a bail because there are bails throughout. It's 113, 1479. That's the 119 baguette. And then I also have this one, which is going to be slightly under a carat, and you can see how it has no bezel set, just larger pave here. And same deal, you can use the top or the bottom as your bails, so you've got a lot of flexibility there. I would say this one's probably, yeah, unless your chain is really, no, you can really do anything you want there. So top or bottom, but probably best to have the diamonds up front. That's how the designer intended it. But on the left side of your screen, that's our 119 baguette with 24 points in diamonds. That includes that bezel set over on one side. And then we, of course, have this design here, which is going to be our 1478. That'll be a 95-point baguette. So it just goes under a carat on the copper-bearing bicolor. That is Paraiba bicolor. Half olive green, half blue green, and that is going to be our 95-pointer with 45 points in diamonds. You actually get the most diamond weight there. And we'll do this one up front, bigger stone. That's only $59.99. And then the smaller of the two right here, smaller again, just in the stone weight, diamond weight is greater. We're going to do that one for $49.99 if you'd like to try it. Those are the more affordable ways to get the bicolor Paraiba into your collection. So that about does it for our museum masterpieces. And then, of course, we had that heart shape earlier, but now the world premiere. So two great options for you in rare stones today, but we're going to keep it going. Got a diamond below out for you, our last call on diamond rings that are the sweetest little rings that I love to see them together in stacks. So we're going to do that. But thank you for allowing me into your homes to show you those, because anytime we get to show you something new and exciting, we enjoy it so, so much. Now, this is last call, and I'm going to tell you right now, my favorite thing to do is get all three because they stack really, really well. You don't have to, but they're going to be affordable enough to where you can, because we have either, these are all those illusion setting. Now, I don't mean illusion sounds like there's something funny going on. It actually is a very, very high-end setting style where different cuts of diamonds are put together to give you a look like one bigger stone, i.e. pear shape on the left, pear shape in the middle, oval in the right. But keep in mind, there are no pear shapes. There are no ovals. It's all baguettes and rounds that make this up. It's either tapered baguettes or straight up baguettes that make these looks happen. And this is a quick wheel where they're going to absolutely fly because, well, there's only one of each. They all stay in the gold they're in. They're 18 karat gold, no less. 18 karat. So there is an extra high level focus on gold here. And yet each one is the same price. And it's going to be our most affordable item of the entire, I just decided we got to make these affordable. We got to do something absolutely wild here. I have nothing else slated for the show that is this affordable, and yet 18 karat gold and VS diamonds. And every one of them are basically sectioned off to look like a bigger solitaire without paying a bigger solitaire price, because we all know that's when diamonds get really expensive, is when they get into big, high quality solitaires. When that happens, you start paying a lot of extra money for your diamonds. Well, look at this. This gives you the look, although I will say it's an extra added advantage. Because when you have these diamonds put together this way, you're going to get more sparkle from styles like this than you would if you had one individual pair, and one individual oval. That is the fact of the matter. Each diamond faceted beautifully. Look at those tapered baguettes here, paired up with the rounds. Same thing going on here, except it's got tapered baguettes, rounds, and then another halo. And then I love that true solitaire look, because this is the solitaire, meaning no diamonds on the sides. So here's where you get what looks like that bigger oval perched up top, this 18 karat gold band. Again, all 18 karat, all VS diamonds. Here are your total carat weights. I have got on the pear shape, well, let's start with the oval since we're off here to the right. That's going to be a total of 17 in the baguette, 6 in the rounds. So a grand total there are 23 points in diamonds, but making the look of a 1.5 carat oval. Then if we go to the center, that's the pear shape with the diamonds on the sides and the halo. That's going to be 20 plus 14. That's baguettes and rounds, so that's 34 points overall. And then here we go with the other pear-shaped look. 7 points in the baguettes, 11 points in the diamonds, 18 points in total, and all 18 karat gold. But again, they don't look like 30 or 25 or 18 points in diamonds, because of the way they're designed. And because, well, I'll just show you here on my hand, when you see this oval, look at how beautiful a solitaire look this is. Except even an oval solitaire is not going to have the capabilities of bringing all this sparkle. They're under $1,000. And on a great day, a true blowout, we should be saying $9.99, done. I just want to get the phone lines ringing. We had 2 people on our auction. That wasn't a good sign. That was earlier. We've had a major world premiere. We've had a museum masterpiece marked down. Now we're showing you the best of the best in 18 karat gold designer styles. By the way, these are really, they're available in retail. They're priced much higher than even $9.99. They actually, you have to add a zero and still add some. You have an over $10,000 ring if you're shopping the same pieces in retail that are available. They don't have stores in every single state, but they have them in big cities. New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Miami. I'm missing one of them, and I can't remember. I think it's in Aspen in Colorado. Either way, there are only a few places to get them. They never go on sale. That's what a lot of designers do. They never have sales. They just offer what they offer, and they keep their status and their exclusivity high by never putting things on sale. So the fact that we have these 3 and marking them down like we are, and here's your big value where they're not $9.99, come on in. This is great also if you know somebody's getting engaged and they're thinking about going CZs or lab grown, and you're going, please don't. And maybe they're thinking about doing sterling silver because who can afford gold? Well, you can right now because they're not even $888. What are we doing to diamond rings in 18 karat gold? The band alone, and I'm out in the gold world all the time, was there this afternoon. A basic gold band is not $888. In 14 karat, these are 18 karat gold, one of each. When they're gone, they're gone. Nothing I can do. I can never bring them back. We could melt them down. Honestly, though, I don't think it's worth the labor after they're offered for this price. It's best you take them, enjoy them, whether you're reselling, whether you're gifting it, whether you're going to take all 3 and stack them together, because goodness knows, I love that look. Look how you can do that. If you're thinking, what do you mean stack? They're solitaires. What do you mean? How am I going to stack them? Check this out. Actually, I was going to put the oval in the middle here because I really like going pair, oval, pair. And these are all different sizes. So it's not really, if you're going to do this, I would recommend probably getting them all sized to around the same size. But do you see how that just creates a whole different look there? And that looks like one incredible ring on its own. So if you wanted to get, let's make it affordable enough to where you can get all 3 if you want to. That's the goal. I think so far we're doing well. I think $888 is pretty darn affordable. But we're going to make them better than $800 or $799. Here's your chance. Pick up any one you like. Which one's it going to be? The oval, the pair on the left, the pair in the center, whatever you'd like. But they're not $799. This is 18 karat gold and diamonds. So it's like a pinch me moment. Is this really happening on a Wednesday night? Sure is. I'm going to make it $777 for 60 seconds and they'll be gone. And if somebody wants to take all 3, take all 3. Because my goodness, you would be looking at a major value, a little over $2,100, and you got it all. You got the whole wheel there coming home to you and in whatever size you need. So 777. That's it. Gotta let me know which one you like, left, right, center, or take them all, because that is really where you can mix and match them with not just those rings, but everything else you have, everything else you own. You know what? I wasn't going to tell you guys this quite yet, because if I do, it's not really truly the definition of what it's going to be. And I know that sounds like a whole bunch of what, but look at this. I have a flash sale tonight on a diamond necklace. Not only a diamond solitaire, it's got diamonds on the sides, and our classic white diamond, round brilliant with halo. I'm telling you now, we're going to do it in 33 minutes and 30 seconds. Set the countdown clocks, whatever you got, alarms, whatever you need to do. Top of the hour, 7 o'clock, Pacific time. We are going to offer a diamond necklace flash sale. It's coming up. So we're going to do something crazy on a huge diamond solitaire round brilliant that you just saw. And it would go lovely with all these rings, which is why I'm saying let's just go ahead and get these rings gone, and then we'll move to that flash sale coming up in a little bit. Can't wait. We have other diamond pieces today, like that diamond bracelet, which has about 5 carats in diamonds. We have a lot of pieces from here earlier, too. If you want to go ahead and inquire about any of those, let me know who's got what off this wheel, because we are giving it a final 60. I can't leave them here, guys. I cannot put those back to the designer retailer and say, hey, you know that $12,000 ring that we borrowed from you that I put on the air for $777? Well, our viewers didn't want it, so here you can have it back. Excuse me. You put up a 777. Think about it this way. The designer tax, because I don't know how you avoid tax in designer retail, but in Los Angeles, because I can only speak for where I live, which is here, in designer retail, because we've got one of their boutiques here, it's a $12,000 ring. So there's $1,200 of sales tax added to that. $1,200. Well, we're saving you almost $500 on top of that here, and they're still here. So while a normal day would see us with 80 calls backed up and everybody asking for them when I only have 3, so obviously that's not a reality, can't make them, because if I make them at $12,000, I'm not gonna, that's not a smart business decision. There's $777 to you all at home. If you'd like one, get one now. Let's take a look at it here and see what you think. Yes, center, gone, congratulations. That's 111-8594. Congratulations, centerpiece, gone. 2 more to go. We're not leaving them here. I don't have a value like this. Do you want the oval or the pair with the diamonds down the sides? Those are the options remaining here tonight. And they're in 18 karat white gold, staying in the white gold, of course, with all those gorgeous VS bigger individual diamonds. Sure, which one do you like, Jason? Are you thinking about left or right? I can give you the information. Right side, oval, that's item number 111-8607. That's going to have 23 points in diamonds in total. 17 on the baguette, 6 points in the rounds, and let me know if you like it. That's a one only. A tanzanite pendant coming up. A Tahitian pearl strand in 18 karat gold, where there are 1,000,001 ways to wear it, and we only have one, so that's the sad part. Very sad when we have as many of you that are loving the Tahitian pearls as we do. And our last call there, okay, we're on our way. We've got a Tahitian pearl strand, and I want to show you a couple of the ways you can wear it, because obviously this is not something we get all that often, and pearls done in a modern, fresh way. That's really the difference maker here with this one, is that we're doing pearls a little differently here, and really there's no wrong way to wear it, because that is a style. This is a piece with presence, and I mean a lot of presence. Now, there are multiple ways, unlimited ways to wear it, because there's a clasp enclosure where you can make it a lariat style, you can double it, you can do kind of a choker length with the longer length, very like Great Gatsby. This is all 18 karat. I know it's shimmering and sparkling like those are diamonds. It's like a diamond collar and a pearl meat, except we're not doing diamonds. We're kind of giving it this cool vibe where it's going to be that length. You've got 33 inches to play with. You've got 33 inches, countless pearls, 18 karat solid gold beads, and you have a easy closure to where you can make this whatever style you'd like. You can wear it now. It's 33 inches, so you know if you can wear it as a chain, like a belt, because chain belts are in right now. It's a great way. Like, I love, one of my favorite looks ever, like my going out look. If I'm just going casual but still want to like look striking, I'll just put on a men's shirt, a button-down men's shirt, and belt it. One of my favorite looks. Nothing else. Just love that look. If you can do a 33 inch, that's where you can make it a belt. If you want to, you can wrap it multiple times around the wrist. You could have a multi, like this really cool stacked look of bracelets. It can be doubled up as a necklace. You can do the shorter length, the longer length, the same length, whatever you want to do. But this is our last one of its kind. I'm going to show you what it looks like from a close-up perspective as well. It's so easy, though, because this clasp is just so ingenious. It's like one, I don't even know, would I call it a lobster claw clasp? It's like a, let's show it on the, on the hand here so you can see. It's like a little hinge. So you just literally grasp on, and then it opens up, and all you do is fasten it wherever you like. So you just pinch it open, fasten it however you like, do the double row. I love the doubled up. The doubled up kind of look is just so chic and so cool, and you can obviously use any length. I mean, change it up by the moment for the neckline, whatever feels, however you want to show it off that day. Do you see how easy this is? Just pop it on however you like. But no matter what, it's this endless strand of these really beautiful beads and pearls. I'm going to show you up close as well what this looks like. So I want you to get a really good look at these pearls, but also because they're natural Tahitian black pearls. But also each bead of 18 karat gold is faceted like a disco ball. it's kind of a random reference, but it's true. I can't think of a better descriptor than that because they're faceted in this prismatic way where you've got all these yellow gold beads all faceted so they sparkle like they're diamonds. And you can see the pearls themselves are gorgeous. They're natural pearls, so they're not going to be like if they were fake and plastic, they should be completely smooth. When they're natural out of a mollusk, they're going to have, a couple are going to have little characteristics. You're only seeing that because that's really up close. 112-9576 is the number. And it is our very last call on our very last one. So it's all 18 karat gold beads. All the pearls are between 11 and 13 millimeters. There are just an endless number. I mean, look at them. I mean, just keep moving it around so you can see how a lot of these, they have those really beautiful, very aubergine colors. There's a lot of green, a lot of purple, deep intense colors to those pearls, but of course the shimmery luster. 11 to 13 millimeters and then 33 inches and an adjustable closure. So make it a Y style, a lariat, a double look, bracelets, whatever you want it to do. A belt around the waist would be so chic and cool, whatever that, I mean, it's really, again, it's that piece that you've got so much versatility with and you invest once. And it's such a cool way to do pearls because we think of pearls and we think of one thing, strands. It's like the basic strand, which are classic, which everybody's got to have, but this just gives you a chance to really make it interesting every day and change it up, wear it at longer lengths. You could do just one long length, one what we call the matinee length. It's a new markdown. It was $99.99. That's the only reason it's still here is it was $99.99. It's going much lower than that. This is our lowest price. It stays in those yellow gold beads, of course, and those are solid. Those are solid. Obviously, they're, well, when I say solid, they're obviously, they're strung on a chain. So basically, there is going to be, of course, something that's drilled through it, because how else would you string them along? But you do have the solid beads from there on out, all with that cutting, that diamond cutting we love. So this is a really special look. Again, I'm going to take it to the hand here. We're going to do better than even $4,999. There's only one necklace here, and I'm telling you, it's the way, to me, pearls have a softness about them, and then with the diamond cutting of the gold, you have the shimmer. You have the sparkle. You have all of this amazing look. I just think so many of us would wear it that way. Just the classic layered look here, one a little shorter, one a little bit longer, just that really versatile style. And you can just see even subtle movements give you that undeniable sparkle. See those, concentrate on the beads there for a moment and just look at the way they sparkle. Shall we go lower? Then $49.99, only one, and again, there's that closure. You can always find it. They did it in an alternate metal there, so you can actually see it right there and really find that closure, and it's that easy. And I think that's really helpful too, to have it be an easy clasp, because then you can do it whether it's in front or behind, depending on where you're closing it. Whether it's in front of the neckline or behind the neckline, you can easily maneuver that clasp. If it's a spring ring or something like that, first of all, you wouldn't be able to attach it, right? It needs to be kind of like this open lobster claw so that you can attach it. You can attach it, basically you'll attach it at any section between the pearls, and that's where it's going to sit beautifully. But here's what we'll do instead of a $49.99 price. Let's go an extra $1,000 off, and we'll make it $39.99. Only this one strand, and again, you're looking at one strand, 33 inches in length, so many just wonderful things you can do with it to change it up, and I love the whole lariat style. The choker, my other favorite is the choker, like use it at 14 inches and then let the other inches just drape at that longer length. That's such a good look too, and they'll nest beautifully. I mean, that's the great part about it as well. So $39.99, only one there. And it's in the yellow gold beads. So if you are a yellow gold lover, there's a lot of yellow gold to love there. And let me actually show it up against the neckline here as well as that doubled up look. You saw it from a distance away, but just to show it here, obviously I'm showing you the back and the front, but you can really see here under lower light, you get even more shimmer to those beads, don't you? Yes? Yeah, so that's the thing. Like I said, so they're drilled through, so they're solid gold except for where they're drilled through because they have to be strung together on a chain. So when I say chain, I've not been, to be honest, I haven't opened it up. I haven't cut it open and restrung it. So I'm not sure what type of, usually it's a, this is going to be not wire, it's probably that flexible jewelry wire they use that's really strong and sturdy, so that, again, you've got that beautiful look. But again, you can see if you do one length as well, let me show you what that's going to look like. So the one length, yeah, that one's gone. Congratulations. I just love it. You see how it's going to fasten there? So you could always make like a little pendant as well if you put that one, if you put the actual closure right there in the middle. So that's sold. Congratulations. You'll love it. And we'll go back and take a look at this tanzanite. pendant here that I've got. It's a really unique combination because it's actually got a tanzanite fancy cut with a yellow diamond, and that's quite the yellow diamond there as well. It's 113-1450. More questions? Are we good? Any other questions? I'm not talking to you, Tony. I'm talking to believe it or not, we have a customer on the line. And so it looks like, because we had questions earlier about pearl closures. That one's going to be the easy one. Like, remember how I always go through like a full tutorial every time I have a pearl strand explaining how it works? Somebody today had that issue. How do I do this? I thought, my goodness, I am not doing my job explaining those pearl clasp enclosures yet. But again, I think we got it sorted out. So if you ever have any questions, reach out. We'll help you out. But this is our fabulous museum piece here. It's a fancy cut. It's like, okay, think of it like, I think of this as a perfume bottle. I don't know, that's just what I think of when I see the shape. It's a really cool style. You actually have, it is a form of hexagon. There are indeed 6 sides, but it's this really elongated, it's got a lot of step fastening, so it's gonna feel a little bit like a tapered emerald cut. In a way, it's our 485 stone with a 35-point individual emerald cut, yellow diamond up top as your bail. So it looks fabulous, and yet it's a one only. It's got a huge markdown too, which I think we can all appreciate. A good markdown when we're ready for some fancy tanzanite. I don't mean just fancy because it's Museum Reserve, all the neons. I'm talking fancy cutting here that we love to see. Plus top of the hour flash sale, 21 minutes away. Flash sale in your favorite diamonds. No need to bring anything else. It's got to be diamonds. You're all about the diamonds. Plus, we have a yellow diamond solitaire. We have an incredible emerald cut tanzanite, traditional emerald cut as well in a ring. So I'll flash that for you because this is coming. So if you don't do the fancy cuts, stay with me. Look at that. This is like red flames. It looks like the stone is going completely red. You're probably thinking, oh, look, she did pink nails and it's reflected. Nuh-uh, no. They're not. They're neutral. That is the most color I've ever seen out of a tanzanite. So that's coming up tonight as well. But let's get this one out the door. And this does the same thing. We just got to angle it the proper way. So you can see here what this does. Let me show it on the hand so we can get you a size reference here as well. Only the one. And we'll see it from a distance here on the hand. We'll show you how exactly how it measures. I like that there is a little hinge between the bail too. It's not just all one stationary stiff piece. It's got the 3/4 of an inch length. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well. Just a size reference again for you, just to see how that's gonna look. Ooh, that shine of that yellow diamond. We don't see many emerald cut yellow diamonds, so it's a joy to see this one here, isn't it? And let's go ahead and blow it out for you. Better price tag than where it began at $14,999. I get it. It's got that important yellow diamond with it. So it's more than just a tanzanite story here tonight. That is about that very impressive yellow diamond as well. But let's take it even lower than $10,000 or $5,000 or $4,000 or $39.99. Really incredible value here on this one. And there are those reds. They sometimes get a little shy under these hot, bright lights of the studio, but wait till you see. Oh, all the beauty of a Museum Reserve is right there. And we're going to take it on down to $2,999. That's it on the 4-carat 85 with the big impressive yellow diamond 35-pointer right there up top. I'm getting excited about that emerald cut. Yes, we have our flash sale in 19 minutes. But we also have the emerald cut tanzanite, and if anybody likes that bracelet in all diamonds, it's also, the bracelet is really good for a larger size wrist too. If you get frustrated that sometimes we don't see much over 7 inches in bracelets, we actually have one today. It would work for 7, 7 3/4, even 8, honestly, all the way on up because it's really got some give to it. So that's this bracelet here. If you didn't see this earlier, this is about 5 1/3 carats in diamonds. It's again, doesn't have a clasp or closure, so it's easy to put on, easy to take off, super secure because it's like a cuff style, but it's all flexible, so it just literally twists on or off, or you can just open it up like that if that's easier. And it's got that whole serpentine type of designer look, and this is 1125036, so we're gonna give it a close-up. The tanzanite pendant's here if you'd like it. Here's our close-up. Well, there's no real getting that close unless you only wanna see a portion of it. We gotta go way back to show you everything. $539 in diamonds. All of them are pave, but you see it actually is that serpentine style, but without being a true snake, because I know I've had people really upset with me when I bring snake jewelry. Like really upset, like very upset. And I'm going, what? Really? I have. It's overwhelming sometimes. Some people don't, I've learned, are not into snake jewelry. See, I love it. I love it. I think it's fierce. I think it's cool and fierce, and doesn't mean you have to like them in real life or pet them or adopt one as a pet. But in jewelry, I think that they're very chic. But this is still, you see what I'm saying? It doesn't have like the eyes, and there's no tongue sticking out, but it's very much, I think we all know if you pay attention to designers, this very much has a distinct status look to it, which I don't even know if they do one with 5+ carats and diamonds like this. I'm sure they do. I just don't usually go to that part of the store. They have the back rooms too. It makes me upset when I go into these retail stores and I see what they're getting for 40 or 50 or a carat in diamonds. It makes my head wants to explode. I just get a little bit. It bothers me. But there's people in there shopping 20, 30, 50, $100,000 items every day that don't need to, because this is that great ultra chic designer style. And all the same quality, 18 karat gold and VS diamonds, but at a teeny, tiny, little price. And that's the best part of all. And I just love the ease of wear. I love the ease of putting it on and taking it off. I think that's really, hey, listen, it's a big deal. We've all been there. If you get a piece of jewelry and you can't put the darn thing on, you're not gonna wear it. And then what was the point? You've got to have ease. And with bracelets especially, I know not everybody wants to have an assistant who puts on their jewelry for them all day. That is something, we talked about royalty earlier. The royals are known for having people that literally dress them, like literally dress them, not just tell them what to wear and put it in the closet and mark it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but like literally people that put on their jewelry for them. And I get it, there's safes and keys and locks involved, and then they gotta put it on, make sure it's right. Fine. But the rest of us don't have that luxury. So you want pieces that are easy to wear, and this one is easy to put on and take off, which means you will enjoy that process every day. And then once it's on, just brace yourself for the compliments. 5 carats 39, 18 karat solid, and that is a lot of gold. This design carries through all the way around. We've got a markdown from $25,000. It was $24,999. Once upon a time. I love that the bigger diamonds are up there. Everything else is pretty much static as far as the size of the diamonds, except for this end cap here has got the bigger ones first, pave, and then the rest beyond that. It's not 15. Let's go even lower. And again, it's so much a gold story, just as much as it is a diamond story, because to get that kind of 18 karat gold, and if anybody needs a gram weight, I'd be happy to get it for you, since obviously we can't size it for you, but it is one size fits most everybody, because yeah, it's flexible. So even if you have a larger wrist, like a 9, it would just sit open like this. But it's still watch this, it's a cuff style. You can obviously do the twist, or you don't have to. You can just literally put it on like this and twist it on, or you can just expand it like that and open it up. But it always finds its way, and it's always gonna find its center. But it's great if you have a 7-inch, 7.5 inch, 7 3/4 inch, up to an 8-inch, 9-inch. You can really, it just wouldn't have that bypass quality. It would sit more open, but still achieves the look you're going for. And it's not even $10,000. Instead, it's $99.99. Only going to be this one. And it's our huge markdown for our show tonight, and I love that. This is exactly like our nail bangle is done, exactly the same kind of hinge and styling and ease of wear, easy putting on and taking off. So $99.99 only on that one. Good luck. And then we've got the Tanzanite deal of a lifetime. Morganite earrings are here too. They're lovely. And our triple row, we got to get that yellow, pink, and white diamond ring out the door as well, because that one's we flashed it earlier, the ultimate 3-stone style. Who picked up the pearls and the gold by the yard? Joanne, that was your caller, right? Joanne, who got it? Patricia. Okay, Patricia, thank you. Enjoy. All right, so we are ready to rock and roll. $99.99, let's go. We've got another fabulous value. This is my yellow, pink, white, everything. This is really a 3-in-1, and I don't just mean 3 stone. I mean that each and every section, 1, 2, and 3, would all be pretty exceptional on their own as a centerpiece. And instead, it's all together. It's your pink and yellow dream come true. The best. And I don't mean small diamonds either. We got the smaller, but there's an anchor of bigger stones as the centerpiece of them all. It's item number 1130097, and there are a lot of carat weights to go through here, so let's listen up, because this is all 14 karat rose and white and yellow, so your go with everything ring. But it also starts with a 27-point cushion cut square pink in the middle. That's a pink diamond that's almost 1/3 of a carat right there. That one, and it's almost lavender really. It's got a little more lavender than it's got pink. Pink diamonds around it, 13 points in the halo. So just there, 40 points in the pink, done. Then we keep going. 30 points on your yellow diamond heart shape, what we call the centers. They're right there, one there, one there. Those are heart shapes, 15 points each. Their halos are 24. So 54 points in your total yellow. And then we've got the 69 points wrapping it all up. Quite literally, all your white diamonds around the edges, completing the triple halo look. Triple halo, triple style. I think of the symbolism behind this that's potentially really meaningful for somebody who could look down and see that every day on their hand, especially with this whole side to side moment it gives you. It's solid stones from one side to the other up to about a size 9 or 10, because actually right now it's a larger size, so we'll be able to show that to you. Yep. Here it is on the hand, and you can see how in this larger size it is right now, 9 or 10, I'll check it for you. It's got still the diamond side to side. I do love that about it, so that you're not just ending up with a lot of gold visible on the sides. It's really about those stones. And again, it would be a very special ring if it was just that, just the pink in the middle, or if you just put one of those yellow heart shapes in the middle, but it's all three instead. And I look at this as a $4,000 ring if it was just one of those. 4 times 3 is 12. I look at that instantly as a $12,000 superstar buy instead. And by the way, the total gem weight, diamond weight is a carat 63. But always rare to see the pink, the yellow, and the white together completely. And again, still, saturation is key. We still strive for all the best in quality every single time, no matter what. Smaller, larger, put together on their own, doesn't matter. It's always got to be the ideal and ultimate quality. That's exactly what you have here. Each and every yellow, each and every pink, all the side stones match this really beautiful saturation, especially that center pink that is almost lavender. Of course, lavender would be a more rare variety than even the pink stones, and we know how rare those are. The pinks are rare, lavender even more so. So all of that, and then you put it together, you get a carat 63, but it looks like so much more than that because of the overall just size of this ring, that beautiful, and I don't mean like, again, the ring size, because that's sizable. So we're going to change that up. And I told you I would get you the size right now. Right now it is a size, well, look at that, it is a 9.5. So I said it was a 9 or 10, it is a 9.5 right now. So it can easily be sized down as well. That's not a deal breaker. We do the sizing for you for free. So don't worry too much about that. And it's not too large overall for anybody who's a size 5, because you saw I was wearing it as a size 5. That's what I wear. And you could see it was still giving that, wasn't going over to the sides where it's going to be too much, like where it's going to end up going into the side fingers. Not at all. It's just a really balanced ring. It was $99.99 way back when. We're going to do a lot better than that. I know we've updated the item number here to go lower than cost, just to really make this interesting and see it out when it's a really incredible value at not $99.99. That's already about $2,000 less than it should be just by basic math. What we're going to do instead, and it does stay in the 3 gold colors, we're going to go less than $49.99. Huge superstar value. That's previously the lowest it's been. But now it gets a new markdown, setting a new record, bringing you everything. This is, again, your collector's piece. It's a dream come true for any yellow diamond, pink diamond, white diamond collectors, because rare to see all 3 in the same ring, but still with not just little baby accents, but instead bigger stones as your centers. Let's keep that in mind. You're still getting those really big center stones there that are so wild. 2 heart shapes in a square cushion, and it's still not $49. Let's go even lower. We'll make it $3,999, and that's let's think of it this way. That's pretending for a second, because this is the only way to really do the math. Think about it as each one of those centerpieces, $1,300. Would that be 13? Would that be 13? Would that be 1,300? Not at all. But that's how this value breaks down. So it's a really incredible buy, especially from that perspective, because those are really big, important center stones there in those all natural colors. So that's extremely important. What else do we have? We've got a gorgeous yellow sapphire. We have something that I did bring you some indicolites the other day. This one's not an indicolite because it's got a lot of green, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that color. Come on now. Shall we give that away? Shall we just give away the only one that we're calling, well, we're calling it Lagoon Tourmaline, because it's got this, listen, I don't think of that as Lagoon Tourmaline, but okay. It's just a descriptor. It's really what it is, ultra neon teal tourmaline. It needs rhodium on the side. That's okay. We can do that. It's a fabulous 18 karat gold mounting. Look at this stone. You know, tourmalines, greens, teals, indicolites as well, anything in that category, what happens usually is they get far too saturated, and then they have no, what we call open color. And that's the challenge with tourmalines, especially the bigger ones. The bigger they go, that's such a rarity to get bigger sizes, bigger carat weights. So what they tend to do is they really fall where they get overly saturated. So then their color suffers. When they get bigger sizes, this one's a very decent size, 240. On this really fancy modified emerald cut. It's not an exact emerald cut, but it's not quite a radiant. It's somewhere in between. So it's this really striking stone. It's got this amazing light property to it, this dance within it. You see it right there. That's all I'm doing is facing it up to your eye level. And look what that does. Feels like pure magic. Got 39 points in baguettes, 30 points in round brilliance, 69 points overall, 18 karat gold, and that's all 1407. So one only. I just thought, let's bring it out, let's blow it out, let's do something wild. It's a big museum day here. We've had world premieres. I mean, it's been a fabulous night, and we're only, we only got 1 hour left. And we got a flash sale coming up. I'm telling you now, we have a flash sale in 6.5 minutes from now on a diamond necklace for everybody to, literally every single person that's watching should be getting one tonight. And that's because the value is unlike anything we've ever seen before. So a fabulous flash sale is coming up for our Wednesday night. This Wednesday's had a little bit of everything. It's had what's new, it's had museum markdowns, and now it's going to have a flash sale on top of it in your favorite diamonds. So we're going to have that on the way, top of the hour, and it's a classic diamond necklace, but very high end. And what we're going to bring you on our teal with the 39 and the 30 and the whole look and the finishing on the inside. And that's a good look at the clarity of that stone. Here's what it looks like on, an even better way to evaluate the gorgeous, look at that. Now you're seeing a lot of those teals that I was talking about. Those blue greens together, just rifling through that stone. Look what happens there. It just looks incredible. And that is no trick of the cameras or the lights. That's just the beauty of the stone. It's fabulous cutting, the rarity that it is here in our ultra neon teal, and it's under $10,000, not $99.99 either. We're gonna go even lower than that. Only the one, call me early. Still have indicolites here if you missed those the other day and are curious. It was a Sunday. You may or may not have been here. If you missed the indicolites, I'm happy to bring them out. I had a couple indicolites that looked very similar as far as the mountings. So they're still available if you want to see those again. But let's bring this one on down, even below $49.99. Another big savings on a huge individual, really, really rare stone. And we're going to take it much lower than $49.99. First caller on this one, we'll do $39.99 instead. And then we've got our biggest flash sale. I've got a huge yellow diamond, a carat 03. A carat 03, solitaire. I looked today, early this afternoon, I looked because I was curious, what is the most affordable yellow diamond we have in a 1 carat? Guess what? It was $5,500, and this one's not going to be. So stick around for our yellow diamond solitaire. This one's $39.99. Our tanzanite emerald cut is hanging out, ready to come on up. But the question is, we've only got a few minutes to our flash sale. So let me give you a quick morganite deal, and then we're going to do our flash sale, okay? We've got 4 minutes left to go, and we're going to bring you the morganites that are crazy affordable. This is the most affordable idea of the show if I do what I'm about to do, and I'm thinking of going really wild on this one. Now, there's actually 2 sides of your princess cuts here that are done in diamonds. So you're going to decide how you want to wear it, but the post is actually located where the 2 diamond rows are going to meet. But you can wear it, square it up, you can wear it at a little angle, you can do what you wish, but these are really good pink morganites. It's 112-9215. And this is, well, not the most attractive look because they're not sitting at the right angle. So I'm going to hold them up for you. And you're going to see, I like this idea of wearing the post at the top point there so that they look like this. To me, it looks like then you've got this beautiful way that the diamonds are focusing in on, making like a really kind of top point. And then you've got the princess cutting, which just is dazzling. I even like the way that there's even a look of, when you look at the internal facet of this princess cut straight on like this, it looks like a star. In a way, it's just dazzling. For being a lighter pastel blushy pink, It's got a lot of beautiful color. And it's our carat 30 with 9 points in diamonds in the rose gold only. Let me show you what this one looks like because it's going to do the same thing. And I'll just kind of face it up that exact angle. I think that's how a lot of us are going to wear it, which is where the post is. And then it's going to come with the butterfly backing for you as well. But here is what we'll do. On our very affordable morganite earrings, there's that pinky, blushy, purple, blue. When you start to see those additional colors, you are at the ultimate level of morganite. Simply stated, the best. And Joni, we've got your request coming out as well, which is a huge tourmaline, huge green, bigger size than we've seen all night long. We'll show it to you. It's apple green, it's stunning, we'll show it to you. But these earrings have got to get a look here first on the ruler, on the hand. Only going to be, let's see, we've got a limited time here. We've got 2 minutes now. So let's just make these like a great flash sale precursor here and then get ready for our diamond necklace. It's amazing. And then here's what we have at 3/8 of an inch top to bottom. I'll pop one on the ear for you. You get the backings with them, which are those classic butterfly backings, perfect for any great stud earring like these are. That's how they're really intended to sit. That's how that design is intended to work, where you have that really beautiful post located right there where the diamonds meet. So think of it like a chevron. If you're a fan of our Wonder Rings, this is a little nice subtle nod to the Wonder Ring chevron styles that we do. Let's go back to the wheel and blow them out for $499, most affordable item of the show. And yeah, I've got a great flash sale coming up, but it's not going to be $499. It's a diamond. It's a big diamond. We'll show Joni's request as well before we run out of time in this hour, because we're only 1 minute away from our flash sale. But this hour is the incredible power hour. We have a yellow diamond solitaire, more affordable than any other yellow diamond I've ever shown. I have the diamond flash sale. And then I also have that emerald cut tanzanite you're going to see. That one that we were all admiring earlier for all the incredible reds. It's also coming up. Okay, let's move. We got more to do. More on the way. Here's Joni's request. Hey, Joni, thanks for the call. We appreciate it. This is, can we all compliment Joni's taste here in stones? This is an exquisite Asher cut 1338, apple green neon, tourmaline, and it's got 23 points of the Cadillac cuts. That's probably trademarked, so forget I ever said that. They're just a fancy cut. That's what we're calling them. They're obviously like a really beautiful half moon meets trillion. So a little more angled, really special. Item number 112-6326 is the number. That's our 1338. And once again, we'll rhodium the sides for you. That'll make it look much better. And then it won't be that $12,999. This one's been here for a minute. And we're going to say a nice little quick farewell to this incredible apple green, not necessarily copper bearing. This one hasn't been tested, so we can't say for sure it doesn't, but it's not listed as copper bearing. So it's got all the neons, all this bright clarity. That's what's rare with the tourmalines, is to get any kind of clarity like that. And yet here it is on the hand, our 1338. I will say those diamonds are going to be right at close to a dozen points apiece, and that's what it looks like from a distance. You can really see that. That's what we love about the Asher. Flashing lights all over again. It was like our teal was giving very similar flashes of light, wasn't it? Same kind of thing. Here we go. Instead of 13,000, taking it lower, this one's down by a mile. Not even 10 or 99.99. Look what that does. And it's that true apple green, really is. That bright as can be, ultra neon. Here's what we'll do. Not even $49.99. Still call me on those gorgeous morganite earrings for $4.99. But we're ready to go. Last hour is here. Flash sale time is upon us. And we're doing this one right now for $3,999. A price tag we've seen a bunch, but a really, really significant size. I've just had a 2 carat for that price. A 2 carat tourmaline. Same family. Same type of stone. Same color way. Not the exact same color, but very, very, very similar. And it was the same price. And that was a 2 carat, 240. This is so many carats larger. You get these incredibly huge, impressive diamonds that are also both fancy cuts. So there's that. And $39.99, first caller who says yes on that tourmaline is going to get it. And then we're at the flash sale time. We got a big diamond deal for you as well. That's coming up. So a diamond necklace, everybody's got to have one. It's the here and now style. It's kind of the update. There were a lot of days and a lot of years where we always saw the classic diamond solitaire as in a little round brilliant and a rabbit ear bell. We've had that. We did that recently. And it's classic. But that's still a simple, basic, provide your own chain. Welcome in to what is going to be the most monumental deal. I don't know what is going on with my wheel tonight. Here we go. This is where we are so ready, and we'll welcome you in with a fabulous, fancy flash sale. Well, this one may not be a fancy colored diamond, but it's the diamond we all want to have, the classic white diamond, but it's fancy in its quality. And just a reminder, there are 2 other diamonds here on the sides, bezel set. So remember that as we come in closer, because if I stay away, you're going to wonder, well, what's going on with the diamond? So here is our round brilliant, and it might need a little polishing, so I'll work on that. But I want to welcome you to the show. It's our last hour. We actually have 57.5 minutes to go. That's it. So not a lot of time. And here's what we're going to offer for you. A flash sale that only kicks us off. In the last hour, what you're going to witness is our tanzanite emerald cut, our beautiful, beautiful, you know it, that yellow diamond I keep flashing, the solitaire style. That's our best value on a 1 carat yellow diamond. It's actually over a carat. And we've got so much more on the way. So you let me know if you have any requests, just like Joni did with the tourmaline, which is still available if anybody would like that. But we are about to show you the most incredible, this is a must-have. It simply is. Even if you already have something similar or this exact necklace, you may want to get another so that you can layer them or so you can gift them. We are now, gosh, we're halfway through, we're more than halfway through June. We have got 4th of July coming up. We've got all the summertime activities, the weddings, the get-togethers, the reunions, the vacations, the trips, the graduations are still going on. This is a wonderful gift idea as much as it is a piece to treat yourself. And with this value that we put together tonight, it is the ultimate. This is item number 112, 1624. It is a 31-point individual round brilliant diamond. Keep in mind, we don't do this very often, and this is the true flash sale. I literally just told you about it 20 minutes ago. So it is catching us all a little bit by surprise, and that's the point. You never know when you tune in what you're going to see. Today we brought out, as a surprise, a worldwide debut, a worldwide gemstone launch. Then we bring out a flash sale, unexpected, and it's a classic. And we are busy on the phone lines already because this is the reputation of the flash sale is, let me tell you this. A flash sale is simply something that we're doing usually on these weeknights. I will say, not every weeknight, but here and there when we have a limited quantity of something. And we literally put together it's a loss leader price tag, which simply means this. It is so much less, and I'm not talking about a couple dollars. I'm talking about miles and miles and miles less cost to you than it costs us to make. And this is a diamond in gold, a lot of gold. It's 18 inches of gold. It's a necklace. It's all finished. This isn't you provide your own chain, no need. It's ready to go. It's got diamonds all the way around your center stone. So you've got the 31-point center minimum, and then most of them are 1/3 of a carat. Then you've got 25 points of additional. That's another 1/4 carat. And altogether, you're getting close to 2/3 of a carat in VS round brilliant diamonds that also happen to be set in 18 inches of gold. But you don't have to wear it 18 because we put in the 16 and the 17 and the 18-inch lengths, all with the premium lobster claw closure as well. And all of that in white or yellow or rose gold, your choice. And we are busy. I wonder why. This is a necklace that is $1,999 today. If you shop it online, if you shop it here on our site, if you shop it tomorrow, well, I don't think it's going to be available tomorrow. If you shopped it last Sunday, the last time we all were shopping together, if you shopped it on Sunday afternoon, you were paying $19.99. Some of you probably did. What we're going to do is offer a one-time, this is one time, it's until it sells out, one-time opportunity at a better price tag to get you this gorgeous necklace. And this is really, if that is not classic, I don't know what is. Look at this from a distance away where you've got that huge solitaire only looking larger because the additional halo around it, plus about 1 inch away on either side are those additional bezel set diamonds. Here's that closure. So there again, that's your lobster claw right there that makes it really easy, 16, 17, and 18 inches built in, ready to go. Now, I love something like this at the higher lengths, but you're gonna have the options. Again, that's the beauty of it. This is why it's so great for gifting. This is why it works so well if you're somebody who says, okay, what do I do if I don't have all the money in the world, but I really, really, really want to spoil someone with something grand and beautiful and nice and luxury and something they're going to have forever and love, something I know they're going to enjoy. What is that piece? This is that piece. Without a doubt. I'm wearing right now 17 inches, 18 just a little lower than that, 16's right about here. Let me know if you'd like to get one. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous classic piece. And so giftable because I don't care what age you are, we love our diamonds. I don't care what style you are. what you do for a living, how you like to dress. This is a style that's going to work for everybody, and it's not even $999 in our flash sale for our Wednesday night. Jason, what were you picking up? Oh, good. We got some requests coming in for the last few minutes as well. That's good to hear. This is what we're going to offer for you. Instead of $9.99, welcome into our little bit of Wednesday night that's left. We're so glad to have you. This is a big, big moment, a big deal, and a big value, and you're getting it. Well, hopefully you're getting one before it's completely gone, because by then, can't make it again, can't offer it again. This is it, but it's also not even $889 or $888. This is going even lower. And again, solid gold, diamond cut chain, diamonds, that halo around your solitaire makes it look like you're wearing a 2-carat diamond. It really does. It gives you the 2-carat look because what you're looking at is the overall diameter. And the overall diameter is giving you a 2-carat look, a 2-carat presence. I don't know if you priced out a 2-carat round diamond lately, but even the lab growns are going to be thousands more than this. And we're not doing lab grown, we're doing natural VS stones here, and yet every single diamond. And I know we're busy on the phone lines. Take white, yellow, rose if you want to get more than one. I think maybe the greatest thing about these flash sales together is that we're not even limiting you to one per customer. That's also amazing, because this is like a jeweler's paradise. If you've got a jewelry store, if you've got a business, if you're a reseller, if you're doing some generous gift giving because you got multiple daughters, multiple granddaughters, nieces, best friends, and you want to get everyone the same thing, this is how you get something in a multiple, meaning 2, 3, 4 if you need to. Save them for Christmas time if you want to, but this is the value of a lifetime, and we're doing $777 while it lasts. So 777, and that's all I've got is what I've literally got made up and ready to go, and that'll be gone. So here's your chance to pick it up right now, 777 and 60 seconds, because that's how few we have to go around. And then we've got our tanzanite deal. I don't know what I'm going to do with this tanzanite. The tanzanite and the yellow diamond. The yellow diamond is sensational. The yellow, and we're just about done. We don't have a lot of jewelry left, so I would love those requests. We still have our 22-inch curb link, so that's exciting. 22 inches in gold, curb link necklace. That's a men's style. We don't do a lot of men's jewelry. We've got a classic chain that would be good for, well, ladies too, if you like the longer length. So just a little reminder, this curb link necklace is available. If you're looking for a curb link chain, we got that one for you as well. So just something we don't get to see very often, but I know when we do have gold, it's very popular. Let's go back to our diamond necklace. So as long as we're talking necklaces, just want to show you what we have here for you as options today. But that's going to be it. 50 minutes left to go. We're very busy on the phone lines. Well, 777. And how many? So somebody just took 3. So that cuts into quantity a bit. So they're taking a white, a yellow, and a rose. Got them all. Good. And that's probably just for one person who says, I just want to make sure I've got the classics in all the gold colors that I would ever enjoy in my wardrobe. If you are somebody that wears different gold colors, different days, these are the classics where, yeah, it makes a difference. You're exposing a lot of gold here. So, yeah, you're going to have a very different look when it's in yellow and when it's in rose. So think about getting more than one. For a little over $1,500, you're getting 2 necklaces. That's still less than the price that one normally is. So that, to me, buy one, get one, and still save. You know, everyone talks about the buy one, get one. This is buy one, get one free, and still save more money. So that's really what's so impressive here about this necklace. And you've got the value where we're saving you a bundle. So that's, and it's an icon. It's a classic, but it's done the right way. It's done with a little extra. Could have just been the solitaire. Could have been just the pendant. Again, this is not a pendant. A pendant is easy peasy. Do you guys remember my pendant the other day? It was a flash sale. Let's just put this in perspective. And you guys loved it. I had a 50-point diamond and a rabbit ear bail. It was just a pendant. It was smaller than this one because it didn't have the halo around it. So it was a 50-point center, bigger than that one, but it didn't have the halo around it, so it looked smaller. Well, that one wasn't that different in price tag, and it didn't come with a chain. Chains are not $200 or $300 anymore. They're closer to $1,000 for a chain in 14 karat gold. Then you have the additional bezel set diamonds that are on either side, so left and right as well. Plus you're getting, again, all that adjustability, the premium closure, which all of that should be cha-ching, 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 more money, more money, more money. It's not. It's a flash sale event where you get the opportunity to get one now for $777, or get more than one now if you want to really save. I would do that. But this is your last call, because once they're sold out, they're completely sold out. Nothing I can do. I can bring it back. Let me just rephrase. I can bring it back, but I can bring it back at $19.99. And I don't know about you, but just out of principle, I don't care how desperately I need something. I am not spending $19.99 if I once saw it at $7.77. I will. I mean, that's the professional shopper in me. I am not going to, no, I'm not going to spend $19.99, even though that's a great value, when I know that I had the chance. The chance was there. But again, when they sell out, they're gone and done. Nothing I can do about it. So make sure you're getting in right here and now on your diamond necklace. Love that it's the whole necklace. We've got a big yellow diamond solitaire coming up as well. This is obviously a moment that you will not soon forget, especially when you've got a way to commemorate it. Here you get your necklace today. We have it out to you in a couple of days. You're wearing it. You're gifting it. You're setting it aside. If you want to set it aside and save it for Christmas or Hanukkah, that's not that far away. We are near July here. In a couple of weeks, it's July. So I would start thinking about maybe even tucking away those pieces, because having a $777 diamond necklace between now and the end of 2026, actually I was just looking, 2 weeks from tonight is July 1st. So we are literally 2 weeks away from the month of July. That means we are only a few months away, 6 months from Christmas time. This is so important to take advantage of, because there's nothing here between now and then like this that's $777. And that's why you want to take advantage of it while it's here and while it's happening now. And then we'll get to that yellow diamond solitaire and that tanzanite. I mean, so many exciting pieces still to come. And this yellow diamond solitaire is really important. And don't forget, any requests that you have, get those in so we can try and bring out whatever it is you need to see. Even the requests we have, they're still available on the, in the case of the tourmaline, the apple green tourmaline is still available for somebody. You know, it's that 2 hour mark. Just need a little sip of something, which is water. That sounded a little ominous, like who knows what she's sipping on. Just water, warm, lukewarm water. Let's move on to our big, should we do the yellow diamond solitaire? It's like nothing but top of the hours for the rest of the hour. Pretty much is what's happening. It may not be top of the hour anymore, but it's the biggest diamond value I have, and it is, this looks expensive to me. It's amazing how sometimes you don't need to do over the top crazy amounts of diamonds around a center to make it look expensive. I feel like the classics, especially when it comes to diamond rings in solitaires, in engagement styles, this doesn't need to be an engagement style, but certainly has the most classic of everything we do in yellow diamonds. And we rarely do a solitaire. It seems like kind of the go-to in most places, but we're bringing you our first solitaire yellow diamond that just looks rich. Let's face it, a big part of that is the color and the cutting of this yellow diamond. The radiance and the square cushions are what's having a moment. Mostly in lab grown, yes, but that's what's emulating what's hot in regular diamonds. And when we're talking about regular, this is anything but. Because we're not talking about a regular diamond, we're talking about a natural yellow. The nitrogen that was literally present when the crystal grew, and it took billions of years to grow. And yet the end result is taking a piece of rough that was big enough to that when faceted still has a 103 carat weight. This is 1110734. I don't know what happened to our poor wheel, but it's off now. But here we are with a huge solitaire, 103. Everything here is 18 karat gold. So that makes it a little more interesting, doesn't it? It's all, and I mean salad. Now I know it's gonna be yellow gold and white gold. And I don't know what else is happening in the back of it, but that has something to do with the inventory tag that was on it that we snipped off to make sure that it's presented. But look at 18 karat presentable, I should say. And look at that, that's all solid on the inside. We did this 18 karat gold basket. Why would we choose? And did you see the little heart motif? I'll show you on this side too. It's a really pretty way to just add a little something, and it's engraved, so let me just see if I can hold this straight up for you. That's a little heart detailing, so just if it is gonna be a symbolic gift gesture to somebody, there's that little just detail that just has a little extra romance built in, but it's all this 18 karat. We chose the 18 karat gold because the 14 karat gold was not a match to the diamond. It felt a little weak next to the impressive quality of the diamond. So we went with the 18 karat gold. And then sure, white gold's gonna look like 18 karat, gonna look like 14, it all looks the same in white gold. But it really was a testament to how strong a color that yellow diamond is, choosing the 18 karat gold. and putting the two-tone together, showing off the white of the white diamonds and then that beautiful yellow diamond center. This is 11 points in diamonds. I don't know where we got all that information, but 111-0734. It's a 103 with 11 points in diamonds. So that's where we stand with this solitaire in the 18 karat gold, and it's 111. Maybe that was the difference maker there. So 111-0734. It goes way back. Makes sense. We haven't seen a lot of 18 karat gold solitaires. This one is something we saw a while ago. As I mentioned today, I was curious because I've been showing you a lot of yellow diamonds here and there over the last, well, I've been here a decade, but we didn't start bringing bigger yellow diamonds till more recent. It's been really the last 6 or 7 years that we've had bigger sizes in yellow diamonds available. But what's interesting is they've gone up tremendously, not here within our walls, but out everywhere else. Wholesalers. Now, everything else comes from our own collection. All of our color, the Paraibas, the rubies, the tourmalines, everything that you see in color comes from our own collection here. By, again, family collection, chose to share this all with you all around the world. What we are doing with diamonds is a little different. We were a network without fancy colored diamonds for the longest time, and the requests were overwhelming. We wanted to bring, everyone saw the values on the color and said, I want to see what you guys can do on diamonds. But we had to go to the outside wholesalers of the world to do that. Luckily, that was before the Argonne mine shut down. So at the time, back in 2019, 2020, yes, we were here all through the pandemic every single day. We were all here working our you-know-what's off year. But all throughout that era, that's really when we were bringing in our yellow diamonds. The Argonne mine hadn't shut down quite yet. It was a heyday. It was wonderful. And now we've seen them pretty much disappear because there's everything that's out there in the wholesale world is far more just to acquire it and wholesale than we charge. So we had to really switch it up. Now, this is an older piece, and I looked today, and out of all of my 1 carat diamonds today, the cheapest one was $5,500, and those were for 1 carat yellows. This is not $5,500 at all. What this is it feels like a flash sale part 2 because it's going more affordable than a yellow diamond. And again, this is a 103. It's 18 karat gold. It's a 103. It's a VS stone. It's a cushion cut, brilliant. And it's nowhere near $5,500. And today, that's my best value on any other yellow diamond here. Look at classic. It's so classic. Again, I can make jewelry look small. I've got a really extremely large hand as far as just length. So I can make jewelry look on the smaller side. It's going to look very much classic on everybody, I'm sure. This is just a really fun, like build your own rainbow, stack around it if you want to. Great with ring guards, great with wonder rings. But we're gonna help you out with this price tag in a really big way. And I need you on the lines because there's a bigger problem than sourcing diamonds right now and the difficulty in doing that affordably. The bigger issue is that here's our best value that is about to take place, and this is all I got. I've got this one, and it's 18 karat as you see it, and we'll size it for you and get it right out to you. But that's the issue here. And when you see this value, when you see this price tag, there's going to be a lot of people missing out. And it's not going to be anywhere near 55. Again, that is my best price on a 1 carat in the rest of the yellow diamond inventory right now currently. And the fact that this is nowhere near that is really exceptional. It's not 55, it's not 5,000, it's not 4,000. You need to just dial in. You can always hang up if the price doesn't work. But if you've looked at yellow diamonds in the past here, even if you looked at thousands of them, hundreds of them, every type of price, every type of mounting, there's never been a price like this one. And that's what makes it so exciting and such a really rare moment here tonight to get it, especially when it's not $4,000 or even $3,000 or $29.99, which even going back to the very early days, like 2019, 2020, those early days of bringing bigger yellows, that was a price I couldn't do then. And that's obviously a lot's changed in the jewelry world since then. And gold's gone up and yellow diamonds have gone up. And this is still every bit that stunning natural material. Love the simplicity, the classic nature. This is where you go. If you want to start your yellow diamond collection, start here. If you want to stack it, you've got the freedom to do that. A solitaire like this is great for even making it your own, adding, putting it next to other rings you already have and wear. You can stack away. You can put wonder rings next to it. You can wear it on its own. You can wear it anywhere on the hand. But it will not be Okay, so since there's nobody on the phone lines at $29.99, and that's the lowest price I ever intended to do on a yellow diamond in my career, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to put it on the auction block, and we're going to figure out a way. And somehow, some way, this piece is going to get its home tonight, in the next couple of minutes, without a doubt. Here's how we'll do that. Instead of $29, let's go $2,500 to start and make it even more attainable right here and now. Not even supposed to be an auction. That was just meant to go right away at $29.99. But instead, not that kind of night. So here's what we'll do instead. $2,500 to get it started on the big solitaire and the 103 that makes it so wild. Plus you're getting the diamonds on the side. And remember, it's 18 karat gold and we've got $10 on the increment only. What'd you pick up over there, Joanne? Okay, so we've got requests. We're still working on some requests, I guess, and we'll bring those out as soon as they are available. If they don't come out, they're not available. But if we are working on something, we'll have them out to you in the next couple of seconds or so. Don't have 2,500. Let's skip the auction. It's not working tonight anyways. Let's try something else. I don't know what. When I say was $29.99, that was just my sale price here today. Let's go even lower, solitaire style. Here's my recommendation. Somebody did this the other day. They literally bought a piece, and they said, you know what, I went and resold it. And I literally profited. And I'm not going to get into details here, but they profited over $20,000. Just because they bought something, and they literally, it arrived, they took it the same day, they took it to a local jewelry shop, they bought it there on consignment, took it, and that was that. Like where they paid in advance, done. Because that's what kind of value. Now, that's up to you. Do what you wish. But this is a yellow diamond that is natural from the earth and over 1 carat in size. And it's apparently not going to be 2,500 either because I refuse to leave this one here. And without an open, that's where it's headed. So let's go even lower, skip the auction. We won't do 25 or 24.99. I will not ask 23.99. We're going to make this the value of a lifetime on a yellow diamond. Try it out. You got a money back return policy as well. So if this isn't all that, you send it on back, doesn't matter. It just matters that you get in on the deal while it's here because it's not even $23.99 today. We're going to take it much lower than that. And $2,299. First caller, 60 seconds, and it will be gone. It will be long gone. It's 18 karat two-tone gold. It's the lowest price I not only do have, because my last one, my cheapest one is $5,500. My cheapest 1 carat yellow diamond outside of this ring is $5,500. That's where they're at. You know that if you watch the show. Here's one for $22.99, and it's natural. For those of you saying, okay, now they're doing that. But nope, it's natural from the earth. That's because it's a 111 number. That number's been around here as long as I have. For the record, I started on November 5th of 2016. That's when I started here. November, it was election night. It was election night. Can you believe that? 2016. November 5th, that's when I started here. That's the day I started, November 5th, 2016. This piece has been around that long. And it's 1110734. You know it because that number. And what I did was I took a price that could never be this price today. We've got a $22.99 price tag. You're getting solid 18 karat gold. You know the band should be more than that if it had nothing in it. No diamonds, no side diamonds, no big center stone, nothing. This is $22.99. Who's got it? Stays as is, two-tone gold, but I'm going to size it. So I'm not going to say you're on your own for sizing, even though we probably should say that because adding more labor, adding more money, sizing is always more money, by the way. It costs more money. I don't care if you're going up or down a size. It is always more money. It is always more money. We just choose to pay for that for you. We choose to take care of that so you don't have to. I just don't. Mostly, I'll tell you why I was such an advocate for that when I came here. The big reason I fought and I fought and I fought and I fought and I said, is there any way? Because I know we have the power. I know we have our own manufacturing facility. So I knew we had the power to size, but you know, whether offering that for free was kind of an extra bonus. And I really, really felt strongly about it because in my many years in jewelry, you know, you hear these nightmare stories about, and we've all been there in one way, shape, or form, I'm sure, where if you've ever taken your ring to a jewelry store and you've left it there, and they said, give us 3 days, give us a week, whatever, to do any repairs or sizing, and then, you know, bad things happen. Bad things can happen. It can, and I never want to put you in that position. Last thing I want you to do is leave your piece at a jewelry store to go get size, pay good money for that, and then have your stone switched out. It happens. I'm not saying it happens everywhere, but it's happened more often than I'd ever like to count. And you know, there's some bad people out there. So doing unethical things and switcheroos on diamonds and things like that. I just don't like the concept of you having to leave your piece, not to mention that's the cost money, the cash money that it costs you to size. So I really advocated for that a long time ago. So let's just do our own sizing. Let's just get it there, ready to wear. Get it there, ready to wear. That's the idea. Whatever size you need from, you know, exact sizing, you get your quarter, your half, your three-quarter, your full size, whatever you need, that's how it should be delivered to you. That's how it should arrive, because then you don't have to spend any money. You don't have to wait around. You don't have to leave your piece with someone you either know or don't, right? Depending on, doesn't matter. You don't have to leave your piece with someone else. You just get, and probably the most important part of all is you get to start wearing your beloved. You get to start wearing your new jewelry right then and there. No wait time. You just have to wait for us to get it from us to you. And then you're wearing it, enjoying it, loving it, all of the above. That's a gorgeous piece. Let's get to our tanzanite. I know we're all anxious to see this incredible emerald cut tanzanite. And here we go. Coming up now, I am so thrilled for you being here tonight. What a show we have had for you, from world premieres to incredible best of diamond deals, and now this pure red. I mean, it just, when have you ever seen a tanzanite light up quite like this? It doesn't even happen in the 20 karat stones I've had. We're going to zoom back a little bit. 113, 1223. Oh, look, it's got a 223 in it. It's my most meaningful numbers. So 223, yay. 1223, perfect. I'll never forget this one. And how appropriate that it is this stunner of a museum reserve, Blue Wing, Block D's best. It's right here, 410. Oh, look at that. Gosh, that's a good one. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Are we ready to give this one away? I hope if you like it, you're dialing in right about now, because this is just a little too good. I love the sides here. Triple split shank. Why do they do that? Because we want to really, you know, match up. Give it some long kind of linear type looks here to match the emerald cut. 410, it's a little more elongated. It's got 49 points in diamonds as well. We'll do any gold you'd like. But it's an extremely important tanzanite. And, you know, isn't that always the challenge is as they get larger, they do traditionally get more saturated. You tend to get more reds out of the larger stones, but not everybody's going to wear a 20 karat or a 15 or a 10. Not everybody's going to wear an 8 karat. So even though we've provided those and we've offered them many, many, many times over, we are here to say, well, this is the most popular and most requested carat weight range. It's usually that 3 to 5 has been overwhelmingly the top request we get in tanzanites is between that 3 and 5 carat range. And we've done that here. Well, we've got it. And so that's a good thing. But then to be able to get the amount of saturation you have from that size, that's what also makes it extremely rare. And again, all I'm doing is popping it up to eye level. It's a little different angle than sitting here on its wheel by itself. So just seeing it like that, elevated just directly into that stone, you can see the kind of beauty that stone is all about. Let's try it on for you. You can see how 4 carats 10 is going to play on the hand. Oh, and don't think those reds are going to go anywhere or disappear on you. They're all just as bright, just as neon. What if I shadow it here? Even more. Look at that. That is quite a stone. And really a mounting that's pretty classic. I mean, keeping it pretty classic here. You've got, we just did, you know, one band would have been simpler. It would have been easier. It would have been less money. But it wouldn't have been quite right for the size. This is such an ample size of a stone that with the halo added to it, I think that this is what I call the anchor. The triple split shank gives you a little more width. It divides, you see it opens up those rows a little bit, so it gives you that width up towards the top. So even if one day, because let's say it's colder or you're in air conditioning and suddenly your ring that fit is a little loose, he's not going to do this or this or this or fly around. This is not my size for the record, but you get an idea. It really helps anchor it when you've got a wider band base. So that always is helpful. I think that's a nice feature to have. Could have gone the simple route, just giving you one band with one row of diamonds. Instead, that would have looked fine, but this gives it just a bigger, wider platform, more gold, more diamonds to enjoy, and still really presenting that tanzanite to the world in the best light possible. And speaking of light, the darker light at home is going to be the better light for this stone. The darker light you're in, that's why I just shadowed it. When I put my hand over it, that's where I create that little eclipse going on. That's what shows you a little more true to what you're going to see when you get it at home. When it arrives on your doorstep, it's not going to look as dull. And isn't that crazy to say? Because it's anything but dull. It's super neon. It's super bright, rich red. So that's another big plus. Just remember, it gets better. Let's take it even lower than, ooh, $18,999. Okay, yeah, that's not going to work tonight. We're in our last couple of minutes. We got 27 to go. Let's do something wild here. Auction it. The auctions have not been working, which means they're working. Because if they ain't working for me, they're working really well for you. So that's the beauty of it. And I've had, what, 2 bidders on an auction tonight? It's a quiet Wednesday. We put museum, the whole first, second hour was like $10,000 items and beyond. So it's one of those nights where it might be a little more quiet, which means better value for you, because we also have to start extra low. And I'm never going to get $18,999. And what a value that is anywhere else. That'd be a lovely value to take advantage of anywhere else you might be going. But we're going to take it lower, and we're going to auction it, because otherwise I got to leave it at $99.99, and that probably won't do it either. So now we get to take you on a little journey. Let's go to Bargain Town. Hop on the phones, because that's how you transport yourself to Bargain Town and get to the destination. Destination, Tanzanite. Yes. Oh, was it our requester? Wonderful. Hi, Joni. Thank you so much. Enjoy your new Asher cut. Tourmaline. And then this one, we got to do something better than 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000. Remember, my goal is simply to get a lot of bidders and activity on the phone lines. That's what I'm hoping to do. So that means a better start price, a lower start price, a bonkers value. Instead of 6,000, 5,000, what about 4? 4 is crazy good, because this is a museum reserve. These are not even stones that originally these were never supposed to be sold. They're literally reserved for the museums. It couldn't be more obvious in the name, right? There's nothing more obvious. Just state the facts. It was reserved way back when in 2018. It was December 2018 when we first brought this material, and it was reserved then. All those years ago. Nearly 8 of them. 8 years ago. Reserved, set aside for a museum. This stone. Now it's going out to one of you on a Wednesday night. And look at that. I cannot get over it. This is more than just a little flash of reds. This is a whole different tier. This is a different level. You know this. You've seen, it's not your first rodeo. You've seen emerald cuts. You've seen blue wings. You've seen museum reserves. You know they don't normally do this. If you're going to get one, you might as well get the best. If you're going to add one to the collection, get the best. If you don't have an emerald cut, it's funny, because usually an emerald cut, if it were just regular material, an emerald cut would be the least of the colors. It would be the least, it would leave usually a void. You know how usually an emerald cut, when you look at any stone, usually a colored stone, an emerald cut's gonna have a void of color. Usually the middle of the stone is gonna be a lot less color, a lot less saturated. It couldn't be further from the truth here. The reality is this is the best there is. And if you haven't had this glamorous, elegant, elevated emerald cut, you need one. And this is the perfect way to do it, because it's not 4,000. It's not 35. Let's go. $3,000 to get this thing started on a wonderful, what's left of Wednesday, 24 minutes. Here's how we make you the deal. And this can be any gold color. That's not always the case with our tanzanites. This one is your choice of the gold color. It is also all the things in your size, shipped for free to your doorstep, all that good stuff. So now we just need to get the open at $3,000 with a $10 increment to go from there. If we get the open, which should be a yes, we should get the open. How could we not at $3,000? Stunning emerald cut. And I can't imagine the thought of leaving this here. And I'm looking around. We've shown you everything tonight. So I might have to dip into some other shows here. I'm going to do better than 3,000, and we might have the open, but again, I am trying to get a lot of people on the phone lines here too. And the lower we go, theoretically, the more people you're going to have interested. And putting a small investment into a really major stone. Let's go, 29, 28, 27, 26. Oh no, don't tell me they did want to open at 3. Tell you what, $2,500. That'll get it started. That will definitely, I did have the open at 3. Wow. Just as I was in the process of lowering it, it looks like we had somebody just about to open at $3,000. Would they like to go 25? You better believe it. They're at 25. Who is that? We have $2,500 officially as the open. Sure we do. And $10 on the increment only, so you are not, don't think this is way out of the realm of possibility. You just come on in. We just dropped it $500 extra than we ever should have gone. So hopefully $10 in advance is not going to be the deal breaker that keeps you out of the miracle value. 25. Who is that over there? Brian. Hi, Brian. So Brian has the open at 25. I'm going to try it on again. Remember, white, yellow, or rose gold. Jason's got a new customer. Yay. Hi. Welcome in. We'll find out who that is. Here's what we have here for you. Oh, look at that. And we are verifying. Let's get it going. We got to get a lot. That was 3,000 to open was intended to get a lot of activity. Now we're at 25, and we do have the open, so it is now or never to jump in. It will sell tonight. This will be somebody's new ring here tonight in the show. We are, though, in last call already. We really got to do this? I mean, I could spend the next 20 minutes. That's the whole rest of the show. I'm okay with that. I don't know how you guys feel at home about that. That might be a long time to look at one ring, but $2,500, that's all we've got so far. Nobody else as of yet. Look what that does. That stone. I know, it just, I want to just hold it up the whole time for you so you can see this is what happens when you look directly into that stone. Do you see how those reds go all the way out to the very outer edge? Look at that. Look how that does. And usually it's like a skinny little narrow line here and a skinny little narrow line there. And I always tell you, we probably can all visualize what I always say is the Netflix logo, you know, that comes up on the screen. I pass by their headquarters on my way home every single day. I will pass by their headquarters in the next couple of hours. And, you know, it's that neon lights, and they're located out in Hollywood off the 101 freeway, and there's huge building, and it's near Capitol Records. A lot of you know the Capitol Records building. It's iconic in Los Angeles. It's a landmark, and it's not too far from the Capitol Records building, and there is their logo lit up for the whole world to see, where you've got that big, you know, letter N, and it's in red, and then you've got all those different colors of blues and purples and reds all in succession. I mean, it's like every single, this is like looking at that, but in a natural from the earth gemstone of the highest caliber and quality that exists, that has ever existed, and it's only here. I mean, what a privilege, and I'll never get tired of saying that. Granted, we've been doing this for 8 years now almost. It'll be 8 years in December. 8 years of bringing blue wing block Ds. Before that, we had block Ds, but we did not have blue wing block Ds. This is that special exemplary collection that's the best that's ever been mined. It was held onto by the miner himself. That's how we even got it. It was held onto. It was kept a secret even. Can you imagine? There's really very few gemstone or mining secrets anymore. I mean, it would have been easier back in the age before the internet. But these days, it's hard to keep a gemstone a secret. This was literally, it was the miner and a couple of his colleagues, all the people that were there at the present moment, way back when this was mined, they're the only ones that knew about it. And then in 2018, we made the deal. Made the deal that got this collection exclusively here and our own, and for you, to share with you. And now we're bringing out museums. Shall we give it a final clock? Are we there? We're ready? We're done? We only have one bidder only. Jason, who's that new shopper over there? Who? Bridget? Hi, Bridget. And what's Bridget picking up? And where is she calling from? Oh, really? Oh, nice. Not too far away. Hi, Bridget in San Diego. Welcome to our show. Yes. So we have a now, I just looked up and the clock's already running. Wow. Yay. Okay, so we are now in the last 95 seconds of this auction. And we need to hear from you quickly, too. We just had another flash sale diamond necklace event go out to a brand new shopper. And that will look gorgeous in some San Diego sunshine, won't it? Yes, because they have, and the truth is they don't have sunshine all day, every day, but they do have it every day. Every day, pretty much. But then it gets kind of, I was just down there, what was that, 2 weeks ago? A week ago, 2 weeks ago? Love me some San Diego. Probably be where I retire. Maybe, we'll see. It's between that and one other place, we'll see. Anyway, here we go, $2,500. I think we might be verifying, is it 2510, 2550, something like that? We'll figure it out. We got 50 seconds remaining. I got one operator here, and I got another operator. It looks like they might be on the line across the country. So here we are with 45 seconds left to get you in, to make the phone call. You are getting in on a stone that only, honestly, a privileged few have ever been able to have in their collections, own and enjoy, wear and truly cherish. I mean, it really is something to be seen. I mean, this is still, all the reds that you're seeing now, still really not even the reality of what you're going to see when you see it at home, in person, in a more normal lighting, because this is some very bright lighting in here, and yet $2,500. Do we have anybody else wants to give it a little challenge here? Like 2510, 2550, let me know, 10 seconds remaining, and then I got to figure out, I'm sitting here holding up a stone. I got to figure out something else to show you. I've shown you all the jewelry for today. So we have got to dive in here, and let's see what else I can find for you. There's a pink, oh, I love this pendant. I got to show you this custom pendant. Do we have 2550? Yes, no? Sold, congratulations. Thank you very much. I'm just going to show you this really fun pendant. When we do combinations, some really magical things happen, and this is really beautiful, I think. I think that's beautiful. And two really rare stones. It's a pendant with two bails. So you can wear it either east to west, north to south, south to north, however you want to do it. Look at that. That is Mahenge Spinel. Just when you thought could be a hot pink sapphire, it's rarer. It's a hot pink spinel. It's 112-7306, and that is paired up with a gorgeous Asher cut mandarin garnet. The emerald and the Asher, two very similar cuts in that they have step faceting, but one rectangular, one square. And you've got the 198 Asher cut mandarin with the 82-point Mahenge spinel, all set in a block of gold. And that's 14 karat yellow. And I've never seen it, never shown it. And I saw it here before the show, and I thought, now where's this thing been hiding my whole life? And $79.99, and then I realized, okay, well, it's an $8,000 piece. That's what happens when you put big spinel with big mandarin. Here's the beautiful part. We're in our last 15 minutes of the show. We'll be back tomorrow night, Friday night as well. We have 3 nighttime shows on the weekdays, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we're here on the weekend mornings. So keep that in mind. 5 days a week, 3 hours a show, 15 hours a week, Wednesday through Sunday. All right, let's make this a big, big value. Huge opportunity right now. It's not going to be $79 or half. $4,000, it could very well be, or maybe $39.99, even better. And remember, multiple ways to wear it. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Utilize those bails, which are basically hidden behind this overall rectangular style. I know it's got a lot of glare when it hits the light directly, but here's your length on it. And that's going to be a total length of 3/4 of an inch. We'll show it up against the neckline. Obviously, I'm going spinel side upright, but again, you could flip it around and wear it with the mandarin garnet upright as well. But that is a really bold, designer, unique combination. It's 2 of the rarest stones in the world together in big sizes. So it's really incredible. And back up close we go. And I'm going to make this one $2,999. One caller only. That's my new discount on that fabulous modern styling to that pendant. I love that, yeah, the rectangular style of it. And just the finishing where you've got that border of gold because of the way it's done. And again, choose how do you want to wear it, or if you wanted to put a chain right through, you could try. I don't know if it's really long enough to make the east-west thing work. I mean, it would work, but again, I think designed to be a north to south. Just decide if you want the pink on top or the orange. It's a really good look, and what fun colors, maybe unexpected. It's 2 colors you don't expect necessarily to put together, but when you see it, it works. And $29.99 for one beauty right there. We've got some gorgeous sapphire earrings. They're drops. They're big diamonds and big sapphires, yet they're light and airy. So we'll explain and show those to you. And again, we're diving into a new collection, another day of jewelry here. So it's going to be a lot of fun to show you what's on tap here. That's the pendant. Here come, these are really tough to display because they're very articulated. So this is where you've got a blue sapphire. Okay, how gorgeous are these? Blue sapphire, marquise cut, and then you've got marquise pear and round diamonds, all bigger stones here. And one more thing before I set this one down, the side profile is done in diamonds. The side basket of your sapphire marquise cut is done in extra pave. So it's really just a stunning look, and that's to be appreciated because, you know, when those are on the ear and they've got great movement as they do, that's something you will recognize, you will see, is that detail, that designer element of adding those diamonds to that side profile basket work. It's 111-7275. We have one pair. They're in 18 karat gold, so here we go again with the 18 karat gold. Every diamond is larger. The sapphires are extremely important as well. So how about 207 in sapphires, 1 carat plus each. Then you also have the 30 points in your pair, making sure I got everything accounted for here. Yes, 30 points in the pair, 60 points in the marquise diamonds. So every carat weight you'll see up there split in half if you want the individual diamond size. And then you got 60, yep, 60 in the marquise, 42 on the rounds. Perfect. All right, we got it covered. It's a lot going on in those diamonds among 6 stones. So when you put the carat 32 together, it's among 6 stones. So I like to think of this as they're averaging about 22 points, average. You can see the round's a little smaller, the pear shape, and then the marquise giving you that big carat weight there because those are the largest. Those are 30 points apiece. But this one's, I know, sitting a little odd. But again, this is the way they drop from the ear. And it's a post and butterfly backing. They look so luxury. They look like $1 million. They really do. But I don't think, you know, I think if they were another inch longer, they'd be just dressier. I think the fact that they're within that one plus inch, there they are. Yep, 1 1/8 approximately, post and butterfly backing. I'm going to try one on for you. They are just stunners, stunning. These also look, oh, don't tell me. Our wheel is done. The wheel has quit. Okay. Well, we're back to that. Hold on one second. I'll just try them on for you because the wheel couldn't make it to the end of the show. So here we are. I'm going to show them on just really quickly. And it got so quiet and so peaceful. And I went, oh, that means the wheel has puffed. But we are looking at the most gorgeous earring. I don't have the backing, so give me a second because I'm going to have to do some balancing here. But I really want you to see them on and see how luxury they do. And they also are set really, really well, where they're also going to sit properly because, you know, the last thing you'd want to do is have all those diamonds with bigger carat weights spinning to where they go and you look at the reverse. We don't want to see the reverse. As much as the basket's nicely done, we don't really want to see the reverse. We want to see the diamonds. And these are designed and engineered in a way in which they really do keep the diamonds right up front. And this is just a quick look because obviously they're just balancing here, but you can really see the size and the way they have that movement that we love. And that bigger diamond, of course, this one's going to sit right where it should when you've got your backing on, but just to give you an idea of the length. See, not too oversized. They're not too dramatic. They're not too lengthy. They're not oversized only for dressy. I could see that during the day. Maybe not like when you're just, you know, running errands and picking up, you know, something at the store. But if you're going out to a nice lunch and you're going to go see the girls and hang out, that's a great look. So we'll go back to the wheel. And again, it stopped. So just bear with us and I'll just set this other one down. And we'll make these $79.99 is not going to work tonight. Let's do a lot better than that. $79.99 is a thing of the past. Going to take them to a new low just to make sure they go. And now we got a wheel to contend with, and we got the way they're not loving sitting up here straight up to the world. But again, we'll do our best to show you what they're all about. And we're going to send them out for a crazy low price. Really tiny price tag. Remember what we talked about. Those are about, on average, about 1/4 carat diamonds individually. You got 6 of them. The sapphires are over a carat a piece. That's really impressive. This is what you want to do, is get on those phone lines. Oh, look, I fixed the wheel. Okay, we'll see how long that lasts. And we're going to go even better than $79. Let's make them $2,999 for the pair. And excuse the fingerprint that I got on that sapphire, but they're so complex to set up. We'll leave them there, and you can hopefully forgive the little fingerprint from trying them on. But they are major. major earrings, but now under $3,000. And anytime we've had a style like that in the past 10 years, it has been very popular. And I think we see why. That looks like a very elegant, high-end style of earring. And we are down to about 8 minutes. So I want to do just to recap a couple of things from earlier tonight as well, because there were some just wonderful, wonderful values. I have an imperial topaz. There were several things here earlier that were under $1,000. Like, for example, this imperial topaz pendant. First time seeing it today. This is the imperial topaz princess cut. That was the first time for us ever having something quite like this. That's a pendant in yellow gold. It's our 109 princess cut. That is $999. So we have several pieces from earlier that are $999. I want to show you another pendant. This was that patriotic ruby sapphire in two-tone gold pendant as well. You can wear it north to south or east to west. This is a really gorgeous look. Gives you a little classic patriotism there with the red of the Burma, the blue of the sapphire, that's Ceylon. No diamonds, but two-tone gold there. That's also $999. I just like how it looks with the sapphire earrings. I think that makes sense to have those together. What do you think? A little $999 action with your gorgeous sapphire and diamond earrings. So you could get the whole set for under $4,000. We also had this very, very important alexandrite that I'll show you. Somebody's got to get these sapphire earrings, though. The sapphires, the diamonds, the 18 karat. It's an impressive overall earring, isn't it? It's a lot of luxury for $29.99. I would highly recommend those. Also have the alexandrite from earlier. Now this was the moment when the reality set in. I put this up earlier, and the fact it wasn't gone immediately told me we got a light audience. That was hours ago. Let's do something wild here. This is my 1 carat plus alexandrite. 7344 was the number. This is also an 18 karat gold. Call me on the sapphire earrings. Call me on the imperial. Call me on the red, white, and blue. But also, here is where we have one of the most crystalline, bright, beautiful alexandrites. They don't usually do that. This is where you've got some really serious, striking, I was calling it clarity, but there's a spark to it. There's a gorgeous look about this stone. Most alexandrites immediately think about what does your mind think of? What's the image look like when you think of alexandrites? I know you've seen a number of them. You probably can come up with an image, and yet they just never look quite like this. They're usually hazy and dingy and murky. That's what's so exciting about this particular stone, is that it's so clean. It's very diamond-like. I would say most like a blue, green, purple diamond, yet you see the pinks and the purples, the reds, but that's going to become a little bit stronger when you see that in an incandescent light. That entire stone would go to that color. But you're talking about one of the brighter, also elongated ovals. This is all a custom-made mounting around it. So your mounting is custom to really reflect that more elongation of that oval that we like to see. And you've got a beautiful, beautiful value coming your way, because here's our 1 carat 09 with the series of baguettes and rounds all the way around it. And keep in mind, it's also under $2,000. It's only $19.99. So that seems like one of the stronger values, which is why I wanted to be sure we get it out here for you one more time, so you can see what kind of value we have still available on a really gorgeous, rare, exotic color-changing stone like the alexandrite. So really recommend that one. It's in the 18 karat gold. Yellow's how it stays. We'll size it for you, no problem. But what a beautiful stone. And have you ever seen an alexandrite ever look like that? I know I have not. And I have sold many, 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 many. I have shown many, many. I've never seen one look like this. That beauty where you just see all the clarity. It's always challenging to get clarity in an alexandrite, but it's about showing it off as well. This particular stone not only has the clarity, but it's showing it off at the cutting. It's got that little bit of a lighter color as well. So that's really important. And it's only $19.99. So big moment, big value right there. And again, that wheel didn't last very long, but there it is, $19.99 if you'd like to get that one. I'm going to try it on the hand for you as well, and we'll see who's got it for under $2,000. You just don't see that. Plus, it's also June's birthstone along with pearls. So remember, you've got the option to get alexandrite as an alternative for the birthstone for this month. if you would like to. So that's another great idea there. Maybe you've got the pearls, or maybe you're not into pearls. This is how you get a June birthday gift for yourself if you got a birthday anytime this month of June. So that's a really good one there. $19.99 only. So that one should be gone in a hurry. Don't forget about the pendant, the sapphire earrings. I had 2 pendants that we just recapped. Our vanadium beryl. This is the largest one by far. It's a stone that was one of our big brand new event type stones on one of our What's New Wednesdays a few weeks ago. This rich, decadent, blue-green, 6 carat, 18 cushion cut vanadium beryl with the series of baguette diamonds all the way down either direction. And it is a gorgeous stone. So that's going to be our 6 carat 18 vanadium beryl. And it was with the 46 points in the diamonds as well. So that's a very, very important style. Love those diamonds set down into this channel. There are only, what, is it 4? I think it's only 4 diamonds, maybe 5. Hard to tell one from the other there. That's what kind of sleek, seamless setting you have when we do the channel. But you can see what that's all about. It's got some great brilliance and color there, and clean as can be. So it looks like a Paraíba. It's a really rare type of beryl. And when we think of red beryls, we know that's one of the most rare and expensive stones in the world. Well, they don't come in 6 carat sizes. So here's your 6 carat vanadium out of Nigeria. Also out of Nigeria tonight was that brand new find we brought you in those bicolor Paraíbas. If you have any questions on those, let me know. Last call on our show. We have about 2 minutes left to go. We'll see you tomorrow night at 5. Remember, 5 o'clock is when the show starts. 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see you of our Thursday and our Friday nights at 5 o'clock Pacific. And that's where we just continue. We just got the parade of jewelry here. So that's going to be wonderful. And then we've got our big, oh, you guys want to see a kunzite just for fun here? Since we're looking at the last little bit of time, look at this kunzite. We can give this away right now if you like. This is my 27 karat kunzite. Remember when the 38 karat went the other day? Here's our 27 karat emerald cut kunzite. One massive princess cut diamond above it as your bail. That is 113-1445. It's a 2701 with a 35-point stone. If you'd like it, give me a call. We can do something wild for you at the end of the show on that very large kunzite. So that is a very important stone. And here's what it looks like from a distance away. So it's got some size. We talked about 2701. That is the carat weight. The diamond is an individual 35-point princess cut right up top. And that'll be where you put your chain right on through. And we'll do this end of the show, give it away. I'll do that for $39.99 if you'd like it. And it's a 27 karat. So 2701 individual 35-point diamond. It's a princess cut. We've got 60 seconds left as we go back. Actually, let me take that over to the neckline as well so you can see it there. Because that's always a better way to see the kunzites, because that's where you really see it light up with the neons. That's the darker light that I stand in. That's where you really see the beauty of that neon. Look at that. It's like going straight up blue. And that's what it does in real life. So again, this is the best example of what I can show you here in a studio environment of what it's going to look like when you get it at home. Just a beautiful, bright, saturated color. $39.99 on this one as we go back up close. And our wheel needs a break. So you know what? We'll hope it's in better form tomorrow. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at 5. That's 5 o'clock Pacific. And we've got 3 hours of jewelry, and you never know what you're going to see. So you got to tune in to be a part of each and every live show so you can see all the wonderful ideas. Don't forget about our flash sale, our diamond necklace for $777. That was a beauty as well. Want to get you one of those if you need to. And again, thank you for watching and shopping tonight. My name is Lauren Blair. Appreciate you being with me as always. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow.